Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. So, I'm being joined by my fiancée Shell and my two best friends Bird and Keith, and they're going to be playing through my entirely custom campaign that I've cooked together specifically for this. I guess early nuts and bolts are we're going to be streaming this every Saturday night, unless somebody's missing, then we'll have to reschedule and figure that stuff out. But for the most part, if you do want to watch this campaign live, go to my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/Wanderbot, and you guys can watch. I think Bird will be streaming it too, so he's twitch.tv/BirdcatcherLP. And it should be every Saturday night starting around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just to get that out there, if you guys do want to watch this live. And then, of course, be going up on our YouTube channels, and hopefully maybe on iTunes and Google Play and SoundCloud. I'm not entirely sure. It's going to be going up a lot of places, so look for it there too if you want to watch it from those perspectives, or listen if it's audio only. Anyway, so why are we playing D&D and how'd this come to be? I'm going to keep this short, but effectively, Keith and Bird were complaining that they wanted to play D&D, but they didn't want to put forward any effort into making a campaign or putting it together. And I was, of course, there with them, and I was like, I should do that. I've been playing D&D for 20 years. I've DM'd a couple of campaigns, but mostly those were when I was much, much younger. So this is kind of a new old thing for me, which is going to be weird. But so I spent the last 2 weeks cooking up this campaign, and I finally sprung it on them during the podcast as a surprise midway through, pretending that it was a question from the audience, and I thought it was hilarious. And they were blindsided. So I guess without further ado, here's their extreme confusion, followed by what was probably one of my favorite D&D sessions I've ever gone through.
Yeah, we've talked about, let's re-reel this back into video games, I guess.
Not even video games. Let's get to something that Warner wants to talk about.
Okay. Yeah, I've had this question for a little while. Let me find it. Okay, I didn't put it away. Okay. Sorry, it's long.
Been teasing us with a nebulous question.
Yeah,
of
well,
unknown origin.
I was gonna ask it a while ago, but then Shell was busy, and then you had the politics thing, and yeah. So anyway, so the question is, okay, so Keith, you're standing in waist-deep water, in thick, gross, muddy water. Sorry, you're groggy and you don't know where you are. But before you can get your bearings, a dark humanoid shape emerges from the water in front of you. It's carrying a rusty hook and a shield made of what was probably the top of a barrel once upon a time. It doesn't look friendly, and you only have a few seconds before it reaches you. What do you do?
This is not at all what I thought this was gonna.
I know.
Is this like a choose your own adventure? Like, are we playing a D&D campaign today? Is that why you said it was gonna take a while?
You got in a hole in one, which is why I wanted time. So
I'm like, what the?
You guys said like a couple weeks ago that you wanted.
Question,
I wasn't fucking ready for this.
You guys said a couple weeks ago that you wanted somebody to make a D&D campaign for you, so I did, and then I decided I'd ask it as part of a question.
What was the mud situation again?
So you're waist deep in mud. There's going to be hell to edit, but that's okay. You're waist deep in mud. You have a creature coming at you, so you can't move fast because you know there's something like running at you. But you know you can't run fast in muddy water.
And it has a rusty hook and a shield.
Yes.
Aren't you gonna tell him what he's equipped with?
Well, that's the thing. It's kind of open-ended. What are you equipped with, Keith? What would you be equipped with? What is your character? I've already got a bunch of character sheets made. You just need to pick which one you're using.
Is this like, is there like a setting for this?
But
like, what's the context for any of this?
I already made characters.
I just wanted to be a surprise. I've made character sheets for you. I've got a whole campaign made. You just need to actually respond with what you're going to do, and then we'll roll for initiative and so on and so forth.
And just be Goku?
No, you can't be Goku. You're a level 1 character.
I'm like, no, I'm so...
Have you never played Dungeons and Dragons?
I have, like, years ago now. Just like, this is such a... What's the word for it, Bird? When you, like, it's just such an in media res situation.
Nah,
like,
dude,
like, what the fuck?
This is between you and Wander right now.
Yeah, I've got one for you, Bird. By the way, I put a link in TeamSpeak so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
Waist deep in
also,
mud.
are you gonna add me to
Are we
your
talking about
game?
murky water or literally like solid mud?
It's like so. So it's like you know when a river is going really fast and stuff like that, and it's like super murky and like there's a lot of silt and stuff like that.
So it's water.
It's water, but like you're not going to be able to swim in this with your eyes open.
I was gonna say
if
I'm waist deep in mud, I'm just dead. Like I can't move.
No.
You can't get out of mud.
The thing that's going after you isn't particularly fast either.
No, but like I mean like if you're waist deep in mud, you literally couldn't get out of it.
Oh no, mud. You can move.
It's murky water.
You'd be suction cupped into there.
You can move. You can just move maybe, I'm gonna say about 10 feet every 5 seconds. 6 seconds? Shit. I forget.
Can't I just dive and swim downstream?
There's no downstream. So you're in a big dark cavern in a lake. And this thing is ostensibly faster than you. Yeah. You haven't looked around yet, so you don't really know what you're getting into.
Well, I can't look around because I'll die immediately, apparently.
Yeah.
No.
Type it in.
I've never been added to your game.
Type it in. Just type it in.
Is it like that depth in every direction or something? Like,
yeah.
So then I should be able to go underwater and try to swim away, like submerged in, which would mean I'd be obscured.
Okay, I'm just saying this thing seems to be able to move through the water faster than you.
Well, I've got to make a decision with zero context here.
You have weapons. You have magic.
What? I have weapons and magic?
So, I said this. I have a bunch of character sheets made up, but I have no idea what class you're going to be playing as. I know Bird's a paladin because of the last time we tried playing
druid then I instantly win the situation.
Alright. You are level 1 druid. Okay.
That's how I win all my D&D stuff, is I just play as a druid because they cheat and just can do everything.
Well, remember, this is... Oh, shit. I don't know if the player's handbook.
There is no remember. I don't know anything yet.
I was actually...
Remember doesn't apply yet.
I was actually banking on you not picking a spellcasting class. Oh, well.
I was banking on this being a question.
No, it's okay.
So does this mean I have to ditch the lizard folk painting that I made?
No. We'll work on that. Okay, so
okay.
you're a druid, and do you mind being a lizard folk or not?
That sounds advantageous.
Advantageous? Okay, cool. So you are a lizard druid.
I need the last.
I know. I realized I didn't have this quite set up. Okay, so you're a druid. You got a quarterstaff, and you can use basic druid spells. I'm not going to limit you too much. So you can do control flames, which lets you throw stuff. You got a poison spray. Here, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna give you the spell list. You're gonna have to kind of study this as you go along because I don't want to hold your hand through too much of the spell list. But my recommendation, probably just hit him with your stick.
I was so caught off guard that when you started describing a hypothetical situation, I thought you were like reading one of the questions from that guy that I stopped reading questions from.
No.
That would just say something about drones and shotguns.
That was intentional. I wrote it as such.
I'm still linked to your account. Can't you just invite me to your game?
No.
Oh.
Just type it in, Shell.
Because I can't find it. I tried typing it in.
Okay, open up Discord. Unfortunately, unlike Shell, she's not on TeamSpeak, so I can't send you guys the link. All right, Keith, I've sent you the link specifically, and we'll get this show on the road properly.
Did you also send them the character portraits that I...
No, haven't yet. We'll get there.
Made for them?
So, Bird, you're
me?
in. Keith, you got to hit the link, and then you can see what I'm talking about. For a guy that plays video games for a living, Keith, you're particularly slow on your feet when you're presented with one.
Hey.
This wasn't at all. I didn't even know what universe we were in.
I'm just throwing shade, man.
Now, where
you
did
were
you
like
put this?
several
Saturday?
minutes in before you even
Somewhere
said it
else?
was D&D.
I mean, Bird got it in
It
one.
was pretty obvious.
You got it in
No, I thought I was supposed to like come up with something that I could reasonably do, not like throw magic at them.
So Keith, this thing's coming at you. What do you do?
Fuck. I'm trying to log into the fucking website.
Fair enough.
I can't look. I can't look at my spell list right now. Oh, are there innate abilities of lizard men?
You can bite things. You've got a bite attack that you are naturally proficient with.
Okay, there's a. Okay, I have a screen now.
What is with the monster manual and hit points in this game?
Oh God, I'm seeing Bird's nightmare drawing of his character.
Okay,
that's happening.
Bird, I'm gonna send you your portrait. You're gonna have to figure out how to change it around.
Oh, okay. I was doodling my own real fast, but that's fine.
I had Shell make you a bugbear paladin. So your characters.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah, your characters.
If you're listening to the audio version of this podcast, you are baffled right now.
Well, I will have visuals. Currently, we're still kind of getting it. I'm recording this on my end as well. I'm recording both. Though at this point, my webcam is now devoid of Shell's safe shoulder because we have to sit slightly separate from each other.
Because I have this computer.
Yep. Oh God, this game is what the. Okay, this game is not, or this website is not quite meant for large playing fields. That's okay. Okay. Keith, Bird, did you get it?
Get what?
I sent your portrait on Discord. Yeah.
On Discord. Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like I got it right here.
I'm gonna try drowning it with shape water.
Okay. Let's see. What does shape water do? Do you have the description?
Like alchemy powers for shape water.
Shape water.
You choose an area of water that you can see within range that fits within a 5-foot cube, and you can manipulate it in the following ways. You can instantaneously move it, or like change its flow. You can form shapes with it. You can change its color and opacity, or you can freeze it.
Oh.
Which seems like it would kind of fix everything.
Yeah, it says provided there are no creatures in it. So the most you can do is probably restrain it. I'll let you stop it for 1 round so you can think a little bit.
I could probably make an ice wall in front of it.
Sure. This is a cantrip.
Leave.
So I don't know if you know too much about D&D, but cantrips are particularly weak generally. You're not going to be able to make like an actual ice wall. Really what you do is you make a 5-foot ice cube in front of the between you and it, and it's going to slowly bob away unless you or it pushes it out of the way. Okay. Bird, so that's your action. Bird, you're underwater and it's gross as hell. What do you do?
Oh, what was my character again? I'm a paladin?
You are a bugbear paladin, Oath of Vengeance. I just lifted what I remembered of your D&D character for the campaign that we never did. So...
Oh,
but I made it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember.
All right.
Or I try and remember.
All right. How approximately how deep underwater am I?
So you're gonna put like a hand out and stuff like that?
Yeah, I would just reach up.
Okay, you are 50% of the way between muddy ground and water. Like it's super shallow. You're just kind of floating there, but you can't see anything because it's super dark and you're a hairy mass and stuff like that.
Am I like stuck in the mud or can I?
No, you're just underwater. You don't exactly remember how or why you're here. But you're underwater, and that's a little bit more pressing than how or why you're here.
Let's since I guess I have my bearings, let's just go up to the surface for sure.
I'm gonna see if I can hand this character over to you. Controlled by here we go. Bird C. And Keith, you should be able to control your characters. Give them an experimental drag.
Can I control my character?
Should be able to.
My character? I can move my character freely, yes.
Hey,
Shell,
you're moving my character.
there's something wrong with your character. It's not showing up as a token.
Okay.
Just give me a moment. Boop. Token, there we go. Okay. And Shell. So Shell, you can move. Keith, you can rotate. Okay, so Bird, you're underwater.
Okay, well, since I have my bearings about me, I'm going to just attempt to, like, reach the surface.
Okay, you are now standing up. You still have enough time to react to whatever.
Okay.
You see
equipment check?
a
What
lizard.
do I have on me?
You have a morning star, splint mail, a shield, various other crap, and a heavy crossbow.
Okay, where's the lizard on the map? I don't see them.
Lizard is Keith.
Lizard is Keith. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll have proper.
Clear.
We'll have proper icons for you later. Shell sent them to me right before the campaign, and
well, you did.
Here's what
them.
Keith would look like if we use the current one.
Yeah, it's too small.
I'm gonna vector over them and make them a little bit more obvious because they are.
Fair enough.
Paintings don't translate well to tiny.
How's the footing here? Is it like very muddy on the ground?
You're not gonna move fast. So like if you did a charge, you might be able to make it like right there, but that's the extent of what. But I'm gonna
be caught like weird. Like, okay, so I'm actually just gonna brace myself instead of like moving for this turn then.
So you're just gonna stand there?
Yeah.
Okay, so Keith, you hear something big come like splashing out of the water. It probably breathes in really, really hard. And it's behind you to the right about like 10 feet. And you don't really know what's going on. Okay, Shell, you see two Chuckle Bluffs trying to figure out how to fight what looks to be a dude with a rusty hook.
And is that the only one in the area?
Because water doesn't bother you as much.
This is no joke.
That's because I am a Triton.
Okay.
So I'm like a mer lady.
So
what do you change my picture?
What are you gonna do? What do you want to change about your your portrait picture? You might have to do that within the settings.
You have to do that outside of the
yeah.
Roll 20. Yeah.
But like you can come right back.
Yep.
It's super easy.
Yep, because I actually gave you guys little icons for your characters.
Yep. I don't know how to drag mine onto the map, but.
Don't drag your icon out onto the map. Just replace your Jinxie face, probably.
Yeah, because then that just sort of shows the character portrait.
Yeah.
I mean, if it doesn't take, we'll get it working before next time. I couldn't have you guys do this ahead of time without showing your hand. Let's see.
Okay, so is that the only creature in the vicinity, or other
so far that
other?
you can see, yes.
Then
and it is currently trying to figure out. It's gnawing on the ice cube that is now floating in front of it. It is confused. It doesn't know what it's not used to ice cubes, magically appearing ahead of it, and can't quite figure out. Yeah.
I want to cast Fairy Fire then to see if there are any other critters in the zone.
Okay.
It's like 20 feet.
So what's Fairy Fire do?
It actually casts like a nice glowing outline.
Verbal. Each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined. Okay. Let me see.
And we get advantage on the critters.
Okay, what's the... Oh, GM roll.
And they cannot benefit from being invisible either.
Okay, by the way, if you guys need to roll, just do /roll on... in the little chat window on the first tab. There's like the little chat box. You can do /roll and then whatever die. Okay, so Shell, you have revealed one more creepy creature. It's actually behind Bird, and it was waiting for him.
Ah.
Oh, hell no.
Well, at least it's revealed.
These things are both revealed. Oh, I guess it gets a reflex savings throw. All right, hold on. I've already kind of showed its hand. Actually...
Don't tell me it's not revealed.
you don't see it. Okay, it's not there.
But now we know.
You know it's there.
Yeah,
but I can promise you it's not going to be there. And don't metagame this.
Character knowledge.
Okay. So we're wrapping around. So it's the creature's turn. It's going to shove the ice block out of the way. And I guess move forward. That's its turn. The ice block is big, but now it's next to you, so you can't do the ice block trick again, Keith. And then the other one is going to pop up. I guess it didn't matter. Right behind Bird. It moved 5 feet to the right. Okay, and it's going to take a swing at Bird, with its. It's got like It's got like one of those. It kind of looks like a shepherd's crook, but it's for like dragging boats in.
Oh, I don't know.
And
I know what you're
it misses.
about,
it misses horribly. But Bird, something is taking a swing at your butt with a stick. It looks. It's ugly. It's very ugly. Okay, it's Keith. It's your turn again. Actually, everybody roll for initiative. I'll send you your character sheets, by the way.
Okay, and initiative is
1d20, right?
1d20. Keith. Let's see. I've got to retrieve your character sheets. I've got it through a character maker. Holy shit! Those sound effects. I will have to turn them off.
Oh, jeez.
There's a way to turn off the sound effects. I just have to...
Yeah, you can turn it off up in the...
Wait, how did I roll twice?
How do
did
we
it
know?
register that as a double click? Oh well, can I have the 18 then?
No, you take
No,
the
you get
first
the
one.
4.
I get the 4.
I get the 1. Don't complain too much.
You just fall flat on your face in the mud. Is
Okay,
that what
can you guys
happens?
actually help me out find the sound effect rolling thing? Because, like...
Whoop.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
was
Sitting here looking,
Settings tab,
I was sitting here
there's
looking
It's-
for commands.
Oh,
It's called Enabled Background Chat Beep. I think that'll do the trick.
okay.
That should do the trick.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna take off the
Boat
chat
hook.
beep. Enable
Okay, it's a boat
advanced.
hook.
Okay.
Alright, so I gotta... let's see. Bird. And you guys can come up with your characters... Oh, this is interesting. You can come up with your character names if you want. I have
Okay.
I have temp names.
Oh, now I
Alright.
can't. I just reconnect, right?
Okay.
Because it's not letting me go back.
So I'm gonna export as a PDF.
Zalfos, the lizard man.
Save.
How do I get back? Because I turned off the chat beep, but
Chat.
oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Thanks.
tabs.
Okay.
Okay. So let me roll. Roll 1 die 20. Okay, so Shell got a 4. Keith got a 15. Yeah, Keith, it's you and then them. So Keith, what do you do? Your ice cube tricks bought you some spare time, but not enough.
What level magic
stall
do
him.
I even have?
You're a level 1 druid, so you have level 1 and you have level 1 spells and level 0 cantrips. You can cast cantrips as much as you want, and level 1 spells you have a limited amount for.
Okay. I'm gonna
let me
try
pull out.
throwing an ice knife at it.
Okay, is that another cantrip? I'm still figuring
That's a
things out.
first level spell.
First level spell. Okay, ice knife. Okay, you create. You should, by the way, be prepared to read out the descriptions because eventually I'm not going to be checking
Yeah.
these.
To cast it, I need water, which seems to be
You have
around.
plenty. Yes.
So,
Okay.
it's a ranged spell where they take 1d10 if it hits. Then the
Okay.
shard explodes, targeting each creature within 5 feet for... It must do it a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. So it will do a dex savings throw. And it fails. Okay, roll your damage. And then also, you should roll a reflex save.
Am I within 5 feet?
It's next to you, yes.
There's the range. Okay. Is it the blue Wanderbot?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Every enemy of the same type is gonna have the same, like, color. So these guys are these, like, kind of weird mud men that are coming at you.
See.
Eventually I'll have proper tokens for these things, but up until now I've been creating this map and all of the things inside of it and so on and so forth.
Do we have character sheets yet?
I'm working on it. Unfortunately, okay, just do your ice knife. You've got a dex savings throw. Oh, shit. I keep pulling up these map things. Okay. You have what's your Okay. Why the hell did they not tell
I
your
think spurring
favorite
a surprise
things anymore?
D&D campaign is
Okay.
rather interesting.
It's
Yeah,
I
don't have
thought I was
everything
prepared
together.
for this and I clearly wasn't. Okay, here we go. Your
You were the
dex.
most prepared
okay,
for this.
working on it. Okay, so you got a +3 on this. Generally, just roll the dice and I can kind of wing it until I get things properly set up. Mainly, I'm trying to figure out how to send you guys your character sheets because I can't figure out how to send a PDF really easily.
If only we had a file syncing service of some kind that we all were hooked up to.
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh yeah, I could just throw it
That
in
we
the
use
sink.
for
Okay,
this podcast.
that'll, you know, somehow that escaped me, and I'm not really sure why. Okay, so yeah, so you rolled a 9. Your savings throw is 13. So you actually hit yourself. So roll your cold damage.
Yeah. What am I rolling though?
It's 2 die 6.
Let's see.
2 die 6 cold damage.
Okay. Oops.
That's okay. So you take 3 damage, and somehow So I'm trying to read this one. This is part of why I got distracted. Hit or miss, the shard explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet. Yeah, okay. So despite the fact that it has this knife sticking in it and exploding out of it, it manages to dodge the ice exploding out of its own body, which then peppers you for 3 damage. Did you roll your die 10 for how much damage the knife would do?
No, I did not. So
Okay, roll that.
1d10. So it takes 8 damage, and this has ice damage reduction.
It dies and then explodes in your face with ice, but it's dead now, so it's gone.
How much damage did it take?
It took 8. It was not sturdy. And Bird. Oh wait, no. Bird, it's your assailant's turn. He's gonna take another swing at you. He crits. For 12 damage.
How much health does he have?
He has 13. Bird, you are very wounded.
Well, then... Is it my turn?
Let's see. Yeah, Shell, it's your turn.
Can I use Cure
Did you just
Wounds?
kill Bird immediately?
Almost.
Can I use Cure Wounds to heal Bird?
Okay.
But I have to touch him.
Okay, well, you can hop in the water and get over to him.
Well, I'm a fish lady.
Yep.
So I can get over to him.
Okay.
Okay, a creature
Let's
you
see.
touch regains
Do
a
lizard
number
men
of...
like to eat fish?
Hey!
Okay, Bird, what character? Okay, good.
That's
It's a character not found for a moment.
Keith.
About myself?
Well, technically, Bird's character is like a bear, so he'd probably eat both of us.
I really wish I could just share these with you guys through this. Okay, so exporting Bird first, because he's the easier one. Okay, Leviathan, sink. So, Shell, you get over there, you heal him. It's 1d4 plus...
It's 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay.
Which I believe is +2 right now, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. So, let me roll that. 1d8 plus 2.
Okay, turning on the sink.
Come
so,
on.
Bird, you should get your character. I'll eventually figure out how to give
Now,
you them
what's
in an
going
editable
on?
character
Why
sheet.
am I doing 2 rolls every time? I press it once and it gives me a bad roll and then a good roll.
Well,
I have
one
no
of
idea.
those one's a completely different die than the other.
Because
Yeah,
I rolled 1 die... Oh,
you rolled 1d20 and a 1d8. I don't know how you rolled the 1d8.
that's weird.
Let's
Okay.
not question it too hard.
Wait. Oh, I see. It's when I select it. No, I want it to be this and
Okay.
this.
And then Keith.
Okay, so I only managed to heal him 4 damage.
It's like 30% of my health. That's pretty decent.
As long as you don't keep getting crit.
Well, if I do, I do.
So it goes.
Okay. Keith, you've got a...
Did you know this was going to happen, Bird?
No, he had
Hell
no
no.
idea. I very specifically was trying to keep very, very quiet about all of this because I kind of didn't want you guys to know, because it would be funny. And I mean, it's clunky, but it'll work out. Really? Freaking druids get a base 10 HP? Nice. I don't remember that.
Is that higher or lower than you were expecting?
Normally they have base 8, but I guess they buffed them
Oh.
up or something like that. Okay, and Koof, and Liz Druid, and you're good. Okay, so Shell, you've healed Bird for how much?
4.
Okay, Bird, you're healed up 4.
Don't mind all the other dice. It's
It
because
is now
I
your
couldn't set it
turn.
up
You have just
properly.
been boat crooked in the ass. It's still in there, somehow.
Ew.
I mean, it broke off. You have wooden sticks sticking out of your precious tuchus. How do you respond? You have
Is
a morning star and
is
a
the
heavy
mace
crossbow.
one-handed? A one-handed weapon?
Yeah, you have a shield and a mace. Though you can
Oh.
two-hand it for bonus damage if you so
I
feel.
found the dice roller.
Can I pull the boat crook out of my butt
Okay.
and dual wield the boat crook in one hand
Oh
and a
god.
mace in the other hand?
Okay, so the way this works
Now
is
it's got butt germs on it.
you're gonna have
That's
disadvantage.
Poison damage.
You're gonna have disadvantage, but you can. So you're gonna have to roll 2 die 20 for each. So you're effectively rolling 4 attacks. Make sure you're doing them correctly. Not correctly, but like so roll for your Morningstar first, and then actually no, I think you still get a normal attack roll with your Morningstar. So roll 1 die 20 for that. It's I think it's +6 to hit. No, +7 to hit. You're very good at that. Okay. So 11. You miss. Okay, now roll 2 more with the busted crook.
Okay.
Okay.
1d20.
And you miss with both. You're just swinging at air. This thing's not dodging. It's just standing there looking at you stupidly because you've just taken its weapon out of your behind. It is unarmed, and it would be very impressed if it wasn't so goddamn stupid looking. Okay. Wraps around is Keith. You've finished off your enemy and hit yourself in the face. You hear noises
How
behind
are we
you.
so shitty? Oh my god, I forgot what level 1 is like. Jesus.
I mean, the crit right to the behind, it would have been great if you just stood there and they get crit in the back and died immediately.
It's weird how it could evade an explosion that was inside of it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was already dead, so it doesn't matter too much. I assume it just exploded outwards. I don't question the spell. But you'd already killed it, so it doesn't really matter. It probably evaded by just falling over
I just shot
dead.
that thing with a needler.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So Keith, you have every option. I will admit, I hope you are a team player for this entire campaign, because it's going to be really hard if you do fall back on old habits. Same goes with you, Bird and Shell.
What?
I've never been
I
not a
only
team
ever
player.
talked things
It's
to
very
death.
true. Bird, you are very quiet.
I'm going to progress towards
I'm
land.
just letting it happen.
You're going to do what, who?
I'm going to progress towards land.
Okay, so you can move. I guess you're a lizard folk, so you're a bit better in water. So you can make it about 4 squares before you run out of like time, I guess, for your round.
Okay.
Okay.
What are these things?
And then
Oh, weird. When you click on a character, you get like 3 little blobs.
Yeah, so one of those is your you can write
mana.
anything. Yeah, so if you actually want to fill in your HP and your armor class, which should be 13. Actually, why don't you do for red current HP, blue full HP, and then blue is your armor class, because we don't have mana.
Right. That's yeah.
And then your armor class.
Which edition are we playing in, by the way?
5th edition.
Oh,
Fancy.
not
Yeah.
extra lost.
Yeah, it's okay.
I've
It's
definitely only played
simplified.
3.5.
Feats and other things, so
All right.
Okay.
I don't think we're synced up on
Character
this
sheet's
Wander,
all
so-
bubbly.
Like I don't think my bit sync on this specific computer is linked to your bit sync.
That would explain why I've never gotten your cooking show. Okay.
I sent it. Yeah, it's fine.
Here,
Send
I'm
it to
just
me
gonna-
and I can
Work
send
out
it to
those
him.
deets later.
Yeah.
I can send it to Bird.
Here, there you go. I think that should work as a link. Okay.
yes, thank you.
So, since Keith is abandoning you to the waters, but I guess he doesn't know you, doesn't surprise me too much. Let's do. So the
Everything in that
creature's-
direction's attacked me so far.
Yeah, the creature is pissed off that that you have now stolen its weapon, so it's going to jump on you and. Bird, roll a d20. This is a strength check. It's going to try and wrestle with you. It wants its boat. Yeah. All right.
wants its stick
you
back.
you push it off back into the water. It looks dejected. All right. Shell, it's your turn.
I am going to poke it with my rapier, which
Okay.
is 1 die
Roll to
8
hit.
plus 4. Oh, so what's the roll to hit?
Roll 1 die 20 plus whatever your attack modifier.
Attack modifier.
Try and remember these things so you don't have to look it up every single time.
What is
It's
the
going to
attack?
be over on your right. You only see half of your character sheet. Okay, here.
Beep.
Can I see?
I'm pending approval on the bit sync. Apparently, you need to whitelist me.
That's stupid. Okay,
yeah,
it's right here.
pretty stupid.
So it's the plus 4.
Yes.
Ah, that's what the plus 4 was. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll put in +4 and roll. So I got 14. Is that good enough?
14 plus 4. Yeah, you hit it. Roll damage.
Okay.
1d6 plus whatever your strength is.
Well, it's actually 1d8 because of my
With
rapier.
The rapier?
That
Really?
was what it said in the
Wow,
book.
they've changed everything around. Yeah, this is the first time I've ever played 5th edition. It's not
Same here, actually.
It's not a bad edition. It seems like they simplified a lot of things down to make it a little bit more streamlined and less like number inflated. But I'm gonna be caught off guard by like half the things.
Okay,
I had
it is
a pike the
piercing.
whole time.
What? I got a natural 1.
Okay, Shell has dropped a rapier.
Oh.
Wait, no, you hit it. Sorry, never mind. You when you say natural 1, that only means 20. Or at least, okay.
Wait,
it
so
doesn't
it
always
means
mean 20.
it's only 1 point of damage.
You do 3 damage, because you have strength. Saying natural 1 like that means you got a critical fail on a d20, and I'm going to react accordingly.
This is only... Sorry.
You red herringed me there. Okay, it's fine. So
Sorry.
you do 3 damage. Your rapier is stuck in it. It looks pretty bad. Like, this thing is not... This thing's flesh is pretty much made out of paper at this point. It looks gross. Actually, Bird and Shell, roll perception checks.
Okay.
Okay.
Bird, have you gotten your character sheet, I assume?
I'm retrieving it right now.
So
I think I
perception would
probably
be
don't have any
a die
bonuses.
20 plus what my modifier is, right, for it?
I think if you don't have any bonuses, it's whatever your wisdom bonus is. So die 20 plus...
Well, it's +2
Okay.
for me.
Yep.
Okay, die 20 plus 2. Roll. I got a 4, which is terrible.
Okay, you don't notice shit.
Why? Why have I been getting such low rolls with this system?
I have no idea.
RNG.
It's pretty bad. Bird, I'm going to delete all the spare footage in our sync. I don't even know what it is, but I assume it's
for
not.
it.
It's not
Yeah.
relevant to what we're doing.
No, it's the cooking show. What have you done?
I hope not. Well, I mean, he can send it to me
If it
again.
is, I still have it. So
Yeah, shouldn't be a big deal. It's probably old like Binding of Isaac footage or something.
Probably.
Anyway, so you poked it. Bird, it's your turn again.
Hey.
This thing is looking bad. You still have both weapons if you so
Okay.
feel like giving it a go again.
Nah, let's two-hand the mace and just like
Okay.
give it a good
Trying
whack
to
over
trying
the
to
head.
hit Shell.
Okay. Even with a natural 1, it'd have to be pretty bad. He'd have to
Yeah.
be doing something extra stupid for friendly fire to occur.
Okay.
Okay, you hit.
All right, and then what's it? It's D6 on the mace.
1d8. Morning stars are like
1d8.
long swords.
Okay. Plus, I'm also two-handing it, so I get like a.
Yep.
Plus-
It 1.5 times your strength score.
Okay.
Which, by the way, your character's fucking strong. I rolled your stats and I was like, this is not fair.
Oh, nice. I don't know what my stats are still.
You'll
What's my
get there.
I mean, he's
You're-
fighting a mudman, right?
Yeah, he's fighting a mudman. Just roll damage. 1d8 plus. Just roll a 1d8.
Jesus Christ.
What'd you roll?
I just got the thing.
Oh, and you saw
got-
your stats? Yeah.
Yes. Wow.
I was just using a character generator for both of you.
Okay. Well, all right. What the hell happened? I lost. Did I leave roll 20?
I'm
I
just gonna
haven't
roll it for
seen
you while you
anything.
get back in or whatever.
Okay,
you
there we are,
you
there we are.
obliterate the thing. You.
Well,
Well, that's even better. You obliterate it. Yeah, it's dead.
Woo!
It's very.
You
dead.
hit it so hard that gold came out.
So its corpse disappears into the water. You can try and loot it if you want to, and try and find it. And you did hear some like noises behind you. Shell, you know about the lizard man kind of hanging out. But that's it. So combat's over. You guys are free to do what you want. Except for attack each other. Don't do that. That would suck.
Okay, well,
Okay.
can I dive for the goodies?
Okay. Shell goes diving for the goodies. Now, you can't see underwater.
But why?
It's mud.
I'm a
It's
mer
like
person.
50% mud. Have you ever gone into one of those like fast running rivers?
It specifically says that I can.
Okay, you have special fishy eyes, but it's like trying to swim through. It's like trying to walk through a cloud of smoke. It's still gonna be hard to see.
Okay,
So you
fine.
can breathe, but you don't like it.
So
And
it's a
hard to
fast-moving
see.
river, but it's underground.
Okay, so now that you guys have gotten your bearings, you recall kind of what led up to this. So you guys were you all had different reasons for coming here, but you've come to this this kingdom that has been ruined for quite some time. Shell, you are a treasure hunter for the Tabaxi Consortium. Bird, your character's angry at everything, so you've got other reasons for here, and I'll send it to you later. And Keith, you came here with your lizard folk tribe, and all of you were kind of on approach from different angles when a massive amount of water came through and washed you all under. And, you know, no matter how good of swimmers you were, there's pretty much no resisting it. And so you've been washed down into this, what looks like an underground lake, but it's filled with debris and mud and dead things now. And you don't know where the people you came with are, and you don't know...
Full of a few more dead things now.
Yeah, well, Shell, roll a dead 20, see if you can find the thing. It's not that it's moving far, it's just you can't see anything.
Please be a good one.
Okay,
yes.
so Shell, you find the body. Do you pull it up?
Why do I need to pull it up? Can I pull the stuff out?
Well, you can't see it.
Okay, fine. I'll pull it up onto the rock that I was standing on before.
Okay, so Shell gets the body onto the rock. Bird, you see the fish woman that was helping you out. Show up with a body that you just mulched. Are you gonna help out? Are you gonna just watch? Feel free to roleplay.
I'm reading my character sheet.
Okay, yeah.
We all speak the same language, correct?
Yeah, everybody speaks common.
Everyone can speak common.
Okay.
If they so choose.
All right. I guess. Yeah. I'll go up and I'll like inspect the bug. Not the bugbear. That's me.
You're the bugbear.
I'll go inspect the mud man.
Despite the name Bugbear, you're really just a giant hairy goblin man, sort of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
did you auto-generate this character that is 27 years old, 6'2" and meaty?
I wrote in meaty, but everything else was not.
I'm like, that's in the generator?
If I remember right, I wrote in beefy for bird. Because I don't know how to estimate weight on monstrous humanoids. Okay.
Probably like 300 pounds or more.
Now that you guys have the corpse out of the water, you realize a couple of immediate things. One, this thing was dead before it attacked you. This is some kind of undead creature. Yeah, it looks gross. It looks like it had been under the water for quite some time. Probably before even the water washed you guys down here.
This must
and
be the work
it's wearing
of a necromancer.
kind of rustic clothes. It looks like it was probably a dock worker, considering the weapons and the outfit and stuff like that. For this underground lake, and it's just been floating around dead, waiting for somebody to show up so it can come and stab them with its boat hook a bunch. It has, I don't know, maybe like 2 gold on it. It wasn't very rich, but I guess he
I do
his
extract
worldly
the
belongings
rapier
with him.
from its corpse.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. So, that's pretty much it for the body. None of the clothes will fit you, Bird, and Shell. I assume you have no interest. And honestly, they're pretty mulched anyway, and filled with people bits. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of the body. So now you guys are kind of free to do whatever you want. I can direct you, but I would prefer not to lead you on, just because player agency is a good thing.
Okay.
So,
where's Keith's character again? Is he?
He's on the
shore.
He's on the shore. You can see him. It's dimly lit. It's not dark. You can see kind of like a sunlight filtering through the like murk.
Okay.
But it's not.
All right. Well, I'm gonna start making my way over to the bank over where.
Feel
Keith's
free to drag
character is.
yourself, Keith. Feel free to react. You have a bugbear coming towards you, Shell.
Just baffled by my surroundings, I'm searching for druidic messages.
Okay, there are none.
I'm like, okay, no thank you. Well then, but for once I do not wish to remain in these waters, and I will depart towards the shore.
Okay. Keith, you've been surrounded by 2 people who aren't immediately trying to hit you with rusty hooks.
I'm going to touch them with Beast Bond to say, I mean you no harm, thing that can't possibly speak.
Hand by the wrist, and just like with my other hand do like the little like no like motion with my finger, and then put his hand down.
You can understand him, by the way.
I'm
like
sure.
everybody
I know.
can. Okay.
I'm aware.
I'm
The idea of my character
insulted.
trying to telepathically communicate with these things that I don't think I will talk.
I'm insulted
Are you
because
like-
clearly everyone
Yeah.
knows that Tritons are among the more learned of the races of the land. And I am
You
just
calling me
humped.
stupid?
Yes, she's calling you stupid.
What's your character's intelligence, by the way, Shell?
Ah.
Yeah, I think you guys all actually have the.
Best answer you could give.
We have the same intelligence?
I think all of you
It's
guys actually
numbers,
have
okay?
the same intelligence, wisdom, and Shell's slightly more charismatic.
Yes, because I'm a bard.
Okay.
Oh no, a bard. We're
Yeah,
doomed.
so we
All
have
of
a
these
bard.
structures, these square things are buildings, correct?
Yes. Okay. So I might as well explain. So on the shore, it looks like the docks and stuff have been washed away. Like you can see boat and dock detritus in the water beyond you. I didn't want to draw it because this is all an Illustrator and that's kind of a pain in the ass. But so there are buildings kind of back in the murky haze. You can't really make out like too much of them. Some of them have signs. This was probably used to be the docks district and so on and so forth. Back before everything kind of crumbled
I'm
in.
offended. I did in fact extract my rapier from the corpse. Stop
Yes.
it, chat.
You don't need to fight back with them. They're stupid. I know. I know what I'm.
I have a spell called Shillelagh.
Yes, it gives you a magic stick, and it does actually a fair amount of damage. Yeah. Okay. So there's a bunch of buildings. They look to be mostly like bricks, stone, and wood and stuff like that. The kind of tan area is mud. There's these like big puddles here. You can't see down into them very well. And then each of these buildings, any building with a door you can go into. The one behind you is partially collapsed. You can maybe go in there, but it doesn't really look like it's worth it. And this one actually is the second floor. It's sunk into the ground, and this one's like partially washed away. So like you could go take a look if you want to, but I haven't drawn an interior for those buildings because they don't got shit in them.
Okay.
So
Well, so we're basically stuck here, right? Like we got
for the
washed
time-
into this area. And,
yeah, you have
like,
been washed in, and the
Where
way
were we
out
washed
would be
from?
up.
Like the lower right, or
Kind of. So I'm gonna just see if I can just drop a Wanderbot icon. So you guys came from like here, but like above, and there's a bunch
Okay.
of like boulders and busted buildings and all sorts of other things above. So like trying to get out of there would probably kill you, just because you'd fall on your ass and then get crushed by stuff and drown, maybe.
Okay. And everything is dimly lit, you said, but can we
Yeah.
still kind of make out everything that we can see?
You can see
to a
everything.
point?
It's like murky. It's like when you go down into a dusty basement and you've got like a couple of those like windows around the sides, and so like
Okay.
there's dust, there's particulates in the air, but for all intents and purposes, you can see maybe it just hampers your vision by like 10%.
I'm going to cast Produce Flame. Light things up.
You
I don't think that'll work as.
By the way,
take
Keith,
it
you are
well.
out of both of your first level spell slots for the day, so you have to keep yourself with cantrips until you take a rest.
Both?
Yes, you used ice. You used shape water and ice knife.
I used two first levels.
Shape Water is a cantrip.
Oh, never mind. Then, yep, you're right.
And
You
so
have
is
one left.
Produce Flame.
Yep. Okay, so produce flame is a cantrip. Sorry. They switched a lot of spells to be cantrips. Okay, so what is produce flame?
It just adds
do?
a light radius unless I try to hit someone with it.
Produce flame is awesome, by the way. You can like chuck fireballs.
Yeah.
Okay, so the lizard man has lit up, and now you can see a fair bit better.
This is
So
where we
really,
find out
you
that
can
this
see
is a
everything.
natural gas deposit.
We don't explode.
No. The only fair warning is Bird's character looks incredibly flammable. He is
What?
covered in hair.
They don't teach bugbears to bathe.
Like,
Although we just did.
Here's a good look at Bird's character.
He should be pretty
in
inflammable
progress.
right now, actually. Wasn't he
Yeah,
underwater?
no, he is. He looks like a sad, wet dog. He smells terrible.
Ah.
He's still bleeding from his behind, but you know, for the most part, he's an okay-looking guy. He looks friendly.
All right. Anyway,
Bugbear's
so-
gonna have a blood infection.
I'm not
So
gonna
I-
do diseases. Those are stupid. I had a DM that was very specific about those things.
About infections?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
annoying.
man.
Okay. So
I'm moderately impressed with the fire. So I kind of just like lurch my head and like gesture over to the building. I'm gonna just move my icon here to that building over there and just look back expectantly.
you guys should be able to draw, by the way, if you need to.
Oh, okay. I see
yeah,
that.
we do have that tool. I forgot.
Yeah,
You don't
you
want to give
drawings.
us this power.
You got a bunch, yeah. I mean, if you guys start screwing around, I'll take it away, but you can also delete it. So
It does have an entrance.
feel free to like actually kind of talk in character. I don't want to get like too ridiculous with this, but
I mean, I'm getting into that. I just want to like.
it will take a bit. I understand.
It takes a session or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Bird is Chewbacca.
Anyway, yeah.
Bug
so
Baka. Bear Baka.
I just kind of go.
I'm gonna take the hint and sort of take the lead here.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
I just follow along.
okay.
And
just
then
drag you over.
look back at.
So I
Del's
assume you're all
character,
standing
too.
outside like
Hey,
that?
you moved me.
I mean, you can complain, but like it's either this or we get rid of the map.
Okay.
So Shell's kind of pacing back and forth. You guys are outside of a small building. It looks pretty untouched actually. The flooding does not seem to have touched it. At least, you know, from what you can tell, maybe the backside. I don't know, but it has a strong looking wooden door, but it's not locked. And yeah, you can go in if you want to. It's made out of like a solid looking stone. And there's a icon, a logo. It's like it's actually pretty well made, but it's a logo for what probably was the Dock Workers Guild. Once upon a time, it's got like an anchor and some oars, and it's got some dumb-looking human wording that you can't read because cursive is stupid.
What's Drez was here?
That's Keith being an idiot.
Keith's
I don't know how to
character
get rid
is
of it.
Drez.
I don't know how to get rid of it.
All right.
I can
there
get
it
rid of
is.
I go over. I knock on the door politely.
Okay. Yep, you knocked on the door.
All right. I open the door.
Okay. It's dark in there. However, because of Keith's light, you can see, let me actually... Okay, so I got interiors for these buildings, but I'm gonna actually have to switch this over. I gotta figure out how to do it.
Oh wow, this looks like it was a
Okay,
a bar
can you guys
or
see
an
the
ale
like
house?
page icon anywhere?
I'm afraid I don't.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to kidnap you guys to a different page. Unfortunately, my brother was the DM here.
last time, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. You don't have a page icon up there. Okay, I'm gonna have to quick look this up.
I think you can manually
Okay,
just
This is a
move us
weird
to a new map.
podcast.
Roll 20, move players to page. Okay. Oh, players. Can I... I can drag you over.
Oh, you can drag us
Okay.
players over.
So I'm gonna have to give you your icons again. This is not an ideal solution, but whatever. Okay, so Shell, Keith, and Bird. Okay, and how do I? Oh, right. This is how I give them to you. King Greg Greknu. Wait, what is your character's name, Bird? Greg.
No.
Greg Geknu. That's great. Okay. And Shell. Who okay, there we go. For some reason was not editable. Okay, so you can see that it's a giant gaping hole inside the building.
Oh,
there's
this
water
one.
pouring down, and if you
I
step
can't
into the
see
chamber, you're
anything.
going to slide down.
Yeah,
you
I
still
can't see anything.
What?
Yeah.
I see
I-
blackness.
Oh, you know what? I know what the problem is. Okay, reveal areas.
Reveal the areas.
I've got line of sight. Okay, let me hide areas. I forgot I've got line of sight turned on. Well, that's actually kind of super useful for this because this is the interiors. Okay, so I mean it's ugly, but there you go. Now you should be able to see it.
Okay, I see it.
Well, I
hole.
can see the hole, but not us standing outside
Okay,
or
there
the
we go.
previous
Now you
areas
guys
that we
go.
explored.
Yeah, sorry. This is gonna take some getting used to. So it's a giant gaping hole. There's water. You can see a chamber down below. There is stuff down there.
Oh.
All right. Is there any obvious ladders or anything?
No, but I mean, it's just a muddy slope. You could slide down. Getting back up might be a problem, but...
So the question is, does anyone have a rope on hand, or can the druid summon a vine?
For the most part, you guys are lacking basic gear, but you could probably find something if you went looking around.
I have a really good athletics score, so I can probably make it up if I walk down it. So I'm just gonna like start plodding down the slope.
Okay, you try and go down the slope, and you pretty much end up sliding on your ass. There's no purchase here. You would need some tools for that, and you find yourself.
I'm just gonna make stairs with mold earth.
Okay, is that another cantrip?
Yep.
All right.
Ah, nice.
You take your first step on the stairs, and it immediately gives way because this is pretty wet stuff.
Yay.
So they both slid down into the hole.
Yeah, they've both slipped down.
I should probably do a roll as to whether or not I drop my flame.
No, I'm gonna let it go. It just, you're fine.
Just weightlessly following me.
I mean, you can cast it as a cantrip. So like, even if you did screw up. Okay, so you guys can see yourselves. Well, no, you can see the area. So
Well,
you are now
I haven't
kind of
dropped down
randomly
into it yet.
assorted. You're over here, Shell. You'll come back later.
I'll search for a rope. I mean, there should be a lot of debris on the shoreline, right?
Yeah, roll a search check.
And search would be perception or insight, investigation.
It's investigate.
I don't have that.
Okay, so
just...
then it's just wisdom.
Wisdom?
Yep.
Okay, so it's like a +2 to die 20, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll. I got a 16.
Okay, you find some rope.
Yay. I make sure that it is firmly lodged onto... Is there like a post or anything?
There's the sign. It looks okay.
Is it really going to hold our
I mean,
weight?
you can investigate it.
Okay, I'll investigate it again.
You can't tell. Probably?
I cannot tell if
You're
the
pretty
wood is-
confident it would hold.
Okay, I'll tie the rope to it and
Come
shimmy,
down. Okay.
shimmy down.
Okay, so soon after the bard joins you three, you're in a small, much darker chamber, but Keith's light is illuminating plenty. There are 3 barrels and a chest, actually.
Ooh.
These are probably the remains. Also, there's the floor from the room above. You're being rained on from the water that is falling down on you, and that's about it. There's a bunch of water too. Let me figure out exactly. I've got this written down. I just have to find the thing. Okay, this is C1. Oh, this is the underground, isn't it? So G, E. Man, why do I suck at this? Oh no, it's H. Okay, here we go. Yep. So what do you guys do? You're now in this underground chamber. You can also see like a little path going off the other direction, but you don't see this room yet. You don't know what's over here.
Okay. What are these objects next to me?
3 barrels and a chest.
I'm enticed by the chest.
Try to remember, barrels are usually going to be circular. I'll get a better icon for them later. And chests will generally look like that. They kind of have like this weird latchy looking thing.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to open the chest.
Okay, so you are relieved to find some rope, some untouched looking rations, so like actual food stuff, 2 potions with kind of a they look like healing potions. I'm not even gonna try and like editorialize it. They're straight up healing potions, and a like, you know, a couple of like small weapons, a short sword, some daggers.
All right. I take the healing potions and I offer them to Shell.
Aww.
And then I take the rope for myself, and then how many rations do we have?
There are 2.
Okay.
I think he feels
take both of them.
indebted.
I'm gonna explain the mechanic a little bit. So this game works off of rests and stuff like that, and just so you guys don't like constantly camp out to get your spells back, because you can get your spells back plus some HP after a short rest. You have to have 1 ration to rest, but I'm gonna be handing them out like candy, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Okay. Well, I hang on to both of the rations for right now.
Okay.
And then leave.
They're
the
like dried
remaining...
food and figs and maybe some like crusty bread.
I leave the remaining stuff in the chest.
Okay.
Oh, what was left in the chest again?
Daggers and
Daggers, a short sword.
Are any of them in better condition than the dagger that I'm currently holding?
They're daggers. Honestly,
Uh.
these probably look more used than yours, but they do about the same thing.
Eh.
They're
This was
nightmare
not-
gutter daggers found in the abyss.
Okay.
Is there any kind of writing or
No, and if
Any-
there was,
any kind of
it would be,
indication
it's-
of what
everything is
civilization
caked
was
in
here
mud.
before?
Everything is caked in mud. Whatever might have been in this room, you're honestly you're pretty lucky that the chest was fine. It looks like it kind of fell on the floor gave way with it, and so it had some purchase in it. I mean, maybe if you went digging around, you could find things, but you probably want a shovel or something equally diggy to get through some of this stuff.
Okay. Well, if neither of you are going to do anything, I'm going to inspect the barrels now as well.
Okay, the barrels are filled with rotting fish. They've been here for quite a while. It smells terrible.
Ew.
So it's
They do
Greg's
not count
favorite.
as... They are negative rations. You eat them, you're going to need a short rest.
Ew.
That's not... that sounds like soul food for Greg.
Good for pooping.
Bad for everything else.
Great for a purge
Yeah,
diet.
so I take some of the rotten fish, I sniff it.
It
and
smells
then
like death.
I
Like, they
think for a
smell worse than
second.
the dudes you were fighting.
I think about it for a lot longer than you should, and then I put it back.
Longer than you should. I'm gonna go for a walk.
Okay.
You mean for a swim?
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, how
So-
deep is the water? Actually,
It's pretty shallow, actually. This is like 2-foot water. So
Oh,
there
nice.
there was probably once a lot more water in here, but it's been washed out, and then blocked off by mud. So
That makes
everything's pretty
sense.
much just mud and empty and stuff like
Oh,
that.
okay.
And it looks like everything's pretty stable. Like, you're probably not going to get a cave in unless you start chucking dynamite around. But seeing as you're level 1 characters and you don't have dynamite, I think we're okay. So
where there's
I
a
assume
will,
you're-
there's a way.
I think you're going to the other chamber, or you're just going to kind of hang out in the water.
I suppose that if they're making their way to
Shotgun.
the chamber, I'll follow.
Okay,
But
so Keith, you have found another room. There are some half-buried barrels, and it's a room largely filled with nothing, actually. It's surprisingly empty. What there is, though, is a pile of mud leading up to the surface. This would probably be how you would have gotten up if Shell didn't put down the rope. Or this is how you get up anyway. I don't know. It's up to you guys.
Gonna
So
check
that
out
is
the
a way to
weird
the
nub.
surface.
Okay, the weird nub. So actually, this is interesting for you. Roll an investigate check. It should be on your character sheet.
Okay, so +2. So it's 6.
Okay, so you rolled. Okay, yeah, you don't find shit. Never mind.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So to the other two, Drez has disappeared into a nook. Though I guess you don't know his name. But the lizard man has quietly left to investigate a muddy nook, and he is now sniffing at it with a look of confusion and
Well,
possibly wonderment, maybe.
Then I'll take a look at it.
Okay.
I got 21.
Okay, so Shell, 2 lizard men have been here. Drez and someone else, but they're not here anymore.
It seems that another of your kind has traversed these waters.
I'm going to mark my territory. Where is it? Where's the text one? Damn it.
What?
Drez takes his pike and starts like writing awkwardly on the wall. It looks
No,
like
no.
chicken
It's
scratch.
a druidic message.
Okay.
They can only see it with the intelligent wisdom check of 15 perception or something.
Is that actually a character feature that
Yes.
you're just gonna be
Wow.
So
Is there a
even
vanity stat in this game?
You know Druidic, the secret language
Okay,
of
hold on.
druids.
I need
You
to
can speak
write
the
that down.
language and use it to leave hidden messages. You and others who know this language automatically spot such a message. Others spot the message's presence with a successful DC 15 Wisdom perception check, but can't decipher it without magic.
well, I do have
What do you
comprehend
say,
languages.
Like, tri-finger butthole or something like that?
So you guys, none of you guys know what I'm writing.
Well, wait,
Well,
wait,
you
wait.
writing
I
some-
do have
I
comprehend
probably
languages.
I probably seem wise.
I'm gonna use comprehend languages on it, and then I'm gonna give you a sidelong glance, being like,
Keith, can you
really?
Can you roll a d20? Does your lizard folk tribe know about these, or is this just some kind of weird quirk? You know what? In fact, I'm gonna add this to your backstory. Your entire lizard folk tribe kind of is sick of you doing this. They're like, what the fuck is he writing? We don't know. You're just like the kind of shitty druid that's like, he's part of the party. Everybody respects him except for his dumb habit of writing shit on everything. Okay.
I assume you just wrote something like amazing chest ahead, right?
Oh, can you not read it, Bird?
Oh, I can.
Oh.
I was just telling a joke.
Well, I mean, roll a wisdom check. Can you read it? Do you know what dress?
No, he can't. He can't read it.
I
No,
use
I
magic,
think
so I
by
could.
mechanic, I can't read it.
Yeah,
Okay.
he can notice it, but he can't read it without magic.
Okay. So Shell, you notice it just because he's doing it there in front of you. Bird, you're gonna have to.
Nope, don't
they're
care.
doing something funky over there, but it's up to you whether or not you want to do anything. Okay. Anything else you guys want to do while you're down here?
So I will point out that, while we can return to the surface immediately, there were other forms of architecture up in the chambers above.
Okay. Lower high.
Surface.
Don't look at my rolls. Lower high.
What do you mean by lower high?
Lower high.
What do you mean by high?
Lower high. Just say it. Just high or low.
High?
Okay. So mid-sentence, one of those like weird drowned-looking people pops out of the water in front of you.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like the sneeze.
Sorry.
Keith. One shows up there, and one more shows up there. There are now 3 of them.
Well,
They look maybe noticeably more battered. They look like they've had maybe worse of a time down here. Maybe owing to their journey down here. But you do have 3 dudes in the chamber with you.
Mm-hmm. Well.
Roll for initiative.
Yep.
Okay. And that's
my
just a die
hands
20.
are full.
Okay. And
Let's
then let me
see.
know. Well, okay, so Shell is 1 die 20 plus. Can you include
we-
your
Oh.
plus?
What's my plus for this?
It's initiative.
Initiative.
It's up at the top.
Oh,
So
2.
Oh, there
so
it is.
It would've
Shell's a
been-
16.
16.
17.
Drez is 17, and Bird is an 11.
11.
Okay, so Keith, you get to go first.
Well, my hands are full, so I'm gonna throw the fireball
Okay, you throw the fireball. Is that an attack
at
action?
neighbor McFriend man. Wait, does it explode?
No, but I mean,
Um,
it will do fire damage to him, so... Yes?
I was just making sure it wasn't gonna explode on me.
No.
Yeah, it does 1d8.
Okay. Okay, so it's a ranged spell attack, so roll your attack. You miss. Wait, that's damage. You have to roll to hit. You roll the
Oh.
attack, then you roll damage. If I say attack, it's 2 hit, and if I say damage, it's... Yeah, so attack will be a 1 die 20.
Trying to figure out my modifiers on anything.
So I'm not entirely sure, but it should be, for now, probably plus 5. Okay, let me look up spell attack bonuses. Use plus 5 for the time being, and then we'll editorialize past this point.
So a 14.
Okay, you hit and roll damage. I guess you already did 6. It's donezo. These things are not durable.
My work here is complete.
It shrieks and it sizzles, and if it wasn't covered in mud, it probably would have burnt to a crisp. But instead, it just kind of flat. It just goes back into the water. It's dead. All right, Shell, you're up next.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna poke it with my rapier. The one
Oh.
adjacent to me.
Okay, so Keith, you might want to pull up a class table for this just to explain how your spell bonus works. So it's going to be your proficiency bonus, plus whatever your spellcasting bonus is. So since your wisdom is, what is it, 17? Yeah, your wisdom's 17, so it's
Yeah.
going to be 2 plus 3. So it's 5 for the time being, and then in a couple levels it'll go up. So that's how it works. So Shell, what were you doing? Sorry?
I was going to poke the nearest
Okay.
creature with my rapier.
So 9 plus...
Well, I have to do the die 20 plus
Okay,
4
yeah.
for rolly roll.
Okay, you miss.
Oh.
All right, and then it's their turn. So this one's going to shamble over to Burr. This one's going to shamble closer to you. Let's see. I guess I don't have to GM roll these. Okay, so one got a 12. That's Bird's, and it misses you horribly, and the other one misses you, Shell, quite horribly. Bird, it's your turn now.
Yay.
All right. Let's hit it.
Okay. All right. Are you going to lay down, like... What kind of music are you playing? Oh, you miss.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay.
That's
So-
music.
Keith.
We want to talk about death and get sad and stuff.
Keith, it is your turn.
I'm gonna go in to stab the nearest one with my pike.
Okay. Actually, pikes have reach, so you don't even have to move. You can just stick it. By the way, that's another thing for you, Bird. You have extra long arms. Like, bugbears have this as a natural thing, so you can hit things from 1 square away. Not that it matters, but something you keep in mind.
Good to know.
Okay. Roll your hit, Keith.
Sorry. I'm still figuring out my own sheet.
Yep. I mean, feel free to roll. I can always assist you with this. Eventually, I'll stop being so helpy, but I know mostly what your stats are. I just don't know what your spells do, because
Is your proficiency bonus both your spells and your normal hit?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
as long
because I
as
don't
you're
think that was even a
proficient.
stat last time.
Yeah.
That's new for
it's-
me.
So they changed base attack bonus to proficiency, so everything is like easier to refer.
Whoa!
Okay. So Drez flings his pike off into the sunset.
Oh,
It
no.
misses. All right, Shell, it's your turn.
Okay, I will attack with my rapier again, and hopefully this time I will not miss.
Okay.
11.
You hit. These things are not actually hard to hit, despite
Okay,
all
because my
evidence
10 didn't succeed
otherwise.
last time.
Yeah, they have an armor class of 11. These guys have negative dexterity, but they are wearing armor.
Okay, and then that means I roll a die 8. Boop. I only
Okay.
do 3 damage.
Don't you have strength? You have strength.
Oh, strength.
Yeah.
That would give me a 2.
Okay, it dies.
Yay.
And Bird, it's going to take a swing at you, and rolling the dice. Huh. One of you guys want to roll a die 20 for me? It doesn't seem to want to roll for me. Okay, it misses Bird. It misses Bird.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So it's
That's
it's
weird how we
swung-
rolled the same
it's
number.
miss- Yes. All right. Bird, your turn.
Isn't ours
All right.
dead?
Yeah. Yours is dead.
Continuing with the baseball motif, I say, strike 2. And then I try again.
Okay.
Whoops.
1, 2, 20. You want to try that again? Okay. You hit, and yeah, you obliterate this one too. These guys are pretty much paper thin.
I
Okay.
took you out to ball game.
Okay, so Greg Geknu has obliterated his. You guys are combat's over. You are free to do whatever.
Anachronism is my personality.
So long as we linger in these dank waters, I fear that we will be assailed by more creatures of this particular ilk. You know, perhaps we should find our way to the surface.
My important work here is done, and I must find my people.
Okay.
I open up one of the barrels.
Okay. Surprisingly, there's one of the dudes in it. roll for initiative. You get a surprise round though, because it was not expecting anything.
Wait, what?
There's one of the, okay. You let's roll. Bird, what's your initiative bonus?
Oh, +2. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. If you had, yeah. Okay, so you go first.
All right. I take the lid I took off the barrel, lift it up my head, and then smash it down on top of his face.
Okay, roll a die 20 or nah. Well, you hit. Roll damage. Actually,
It'd be like a 4.
I'll roll damage.
Don't forget
Okay,
I do
so
+5.
You obliterate him and the barrel.
I do have that +5 strength bonus, dude.
Well, you were two-handing it, so.
Oh Jesus! So that's like a what, 7 or
Yeah.
+8? Yeah.
It's probably a 7. I'm not entirely sure. It's 7.5. I don't know.
Silly.
That's
Check
a good
the other
problem.
barrel.
I take out the trash. I open up the other barrel.
Okay, there is in fact another one of these guys.
Wait, what guys are in there?
The little like shitty dead people. They're in the barrels.
Ew!
It smells worse than the fish.
But are they?
Okay.
Are they?
My
So you
initiative's
met-
only 5.
wait, this is initiative. Oh wait, no.
Yep.
Other one. Give me a second. Okay. Shell roll initiative.
Okay, so that's a die 20 plus
+2.
2.
Please
Right,
remember these
initiative.
things.
Sorry.
You can just roll the die 20 and then figure it out.
Aha!
Okay, Shell, you go first. What do? There is not a fish in the barrel, and it smells awful.
Okay, I don't know, use vicious mockery.
Is that a cantrip?
Yes, it's a cantrip.
Okay, good. I was like, are you wasting a spell slot on this thing?
It is called
Yeah, who would do that?
Vicious Mockery, and I will unleash a string of insults laced with subtle enhancements. Yes, enchantments. That's what I meant. At the creature.
Enchantment?
Okay, what is it? What is that? Can I read the card? Okay, roll. It has to do a wisdom saving throw. It succeeds.
What?
It doesn't give a damn.
What?
It's impervious to your insults.
Okay, then it's gonna try and bite at Bird's fingers. It crits. It does 4 damage. Bird, you're back on death's door. Once again.
Oh, no.
I have 1 health.
I will.
Ouch.
For goodness sake! His fingers.
It doesn't have a weapon. What's it gonna do?
What
What's
does
it gonna
Drez
do when they come for you?
All right,
Yeah.
now it's Drez and Bird. It's your turn, or Drez and Greg. It's your turns.
Do you want to do something, Drez?
Oh,
Because I have something I want to do. It's still in the barrel, right?
Yeah, its head is sticking up, but that's
I'm
about
just
it.
gonna kick the barrel with it in it into the water, and then we can leave.
I had the exact same idea.
Okay,
Let's
so
do it at the
both,
same time.
both of you.
I was gonna create I was gonna use mold earth to like ramp up the dirt to tip it over into the water.
Nah, dude, let's just both kick it.
Okay,
Yes.
roll your
Let's just
kicks.
kick it.
Kick the
roll
barrel.
die
Oh.
20s just to not fail horribly. All right.
Whoa.
Oh shoot.
You both missed the barrel. In unison, mind you. Like it was synchronized. It would
So
be
do they end up
impressive.
accidentally
had you
karate
not,
chopping them
you know,
each other? Like
No,
their feet bump.
their legs just kind of go whiffing right past. Shell,
I'm
it's your
gonna
turn.
holler, stop playing footsies, guys.
Can you save these two from the infinite bitey conundrum?
Well, first off, I'm going to use one of the potions that
Bird's just gonna die, right?
Bird so graciously bestowed upon me, and that will hopefully heal him.
Okay, so roll a d8. Actually, I can do it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Bird, you're back off of Death's Door. And that was a move action. So, Shell, you still have a regular action. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna poke the thing through the skull with my
Okay,
rapier.
roll the hit.
Okay.
It looks pretty pleased with itself, honestly. You hit it. It dies. It only has 2 HP.
At least it died doing what it loved, annoying people with barrels.
Let that be the last taste of blood.
Okay. Well,
It's
anyway.
like
Ever
shooting
behold.
fish in the barrel.
Okay. So
I kicked the barrel off the island anyway.
you're gonna. Okay, you hit it this time.
Yay.
Okay. Now you guys are free to do whatever you want. Also, Dross was here too.
So my point from earlier about
We
being
go.
continually attacked by these shambling muck monsters.
Okay, so
Let
you
us
go,
depart.
You go back up to the surface. You are standing
Isn't there a
around
ramp
here.
right here or something?
Yeah, I thought we were going
Rosie.
back up the. Wait, so. we went
Did you go up the rope or the ramp? There's the muddy ramp or there's the rope. It doesn't really matter.
to
I was
the
gonna
ramp.
just walk up the ramp.
Okay, you
like,
go up the
like,
ramp.
like a human would.
You're at the edge of this. So this watery area has drained out, so you can see down into the chamber below. I haven't drawn it because that'd be a pain in the butt, but whatever. But yeah, so you can see below. It's dark down there. There's some corpses floating in the water.
Ew.
A barrel with a dead corpse. Another obliterated barrel with an equally obliterated corpse. Yeah, it looks bad. Anyway, what do you guys do?
I want to investigate one of these complexes.
Okay, so you're gonna head for that door.
Sure.
Okay, and everybody joins you, presumably.
There are 2 doors to this.
Yep,
this
there are.
building.
So the door to the left has a sign over it with a bed and the classic words "in." Oh no, not sorry. That's this one over here.
Oh, okay.
Here I'm just gonna. It's the building to the left. Sorry, this is the tavern. So it's got a mug with beer frothing over it, and it's got the words. It's not as well written. The inn is definitely better crafted. So do you go into the inn sign or the unmarked door to the right?
Wait, does it say inn on a different building?
Yeah.
I
do you
just
see
drew it
do you
there.
see pink inn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just drew it there.
Beer. Nice.
Question mark?
Wait, that one actually said beer?
I mean, yeah, sure. It says beer on the sign. It's truth in advertising.
I
They
want to
have
go
one thing there.
to the question mark.
Okay, so you open the door.
I knock. No, we knock.
Okay.
Oh, he has to knock. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Nothing responds.
I would assume
And
as
then nod.
much.
Okay. So the door is.
He has to be a polite bear bugger.
The door is. It opens.
All right. And what
And
lies
inside. Sorry, we have to
Yes.
scene switch again. There's probably an easier way for me to do this. Maybe I'll do the line of sight thing next time. I'll figure that out for later. Okay. I think next time maybe we'll just leave you guys on the interior. Okay. Can you guys?
Well, I can't see. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Can you guys drag yourselves over to the end? I'm actually gonna just zoom out and reveal this whole map. We'll just use this one for the time being. You can see all the other buildings, but
Where
like,
are
their
our
interiors
our
don't
character
matter.
tokens are on the other side of
they
the
don't
screen.
move. Unfortunately, they're not synced up. I really wish they were.
So
I
this
think
seems
this is
like
the
a
last time I'll
separate
do a
partition.
multi-floor
Is it like a
area.
storage room?
Yeah. So you are in a storage room. There's beer and supplies and other crap. For the most part, there's actually no beer in here. You suspect the kegs are probably elsewhere. Roll
It's
perception.
okay. Greg
roll
is
perce-
titular.
Roll perception checks.
What's my bonus?
Ooh, I have a nice perception roll.
Yes.
What is it? It's my
It should say on your character sheet. Okay,
Yep,
so
perception is its own status.
Yep.
I got a nat 20.
So Keith, you can see drag marks along the floor.
Ew.
These things get shuffled around a bunch. Specifically, the boxes in the back get moved around probably more so than everything else. And like it looks like they might actually even be on runners.
I'm gonna see if I can check behind the boxes.
Okay, so there's nothing. So you're gonna slide the boxes out of the way. Which one, by the way? Can you indicate? So
The big one, I guess?
so the one above you or the one to your left?
Above me?
Okay, so you shove it out of the way, shoving the other box out of the way, and there's a trap door down there.
Is drip. I'm gonna stomp on the door.
Okay.
We knock on the trap door.
Okay. You knock on the trap door. There's no response.
It is trap.
I crack it open.
Okay. So you open the trap door, and it's dark down there. You no longer have Keith's fire. In fact, it's pretty dark in this room. There aren't any windows. So you're actually having a hard time seeing your way around. It's kind of a miracle Keith figured out this in, barely seeing, the tip of his tail.
Listen, nat 20s, man.
Yeah, those things can do anything. Okay.
I'm going to cast Produce Flame again.
All right. So you can see below you, you found the beer. And possibly other things. There's a bunch of casks down in the room. There's a nice little, kind of step ladder. And there's water on the floor. That you can see reflecting the fire.
Can you remind me what we were here for again? We were here about
We
something
just
of
got
Fallen
washed
Kingdom
down.
or something?
Yeah, you're here to loot. So, Keith, more specifically, and the rest of you guys don't know this, Keith, you and your tribe are here because your chieftain is looking for magical artifacts. He's a warlock, and he's a bit power hungry. He's actually not a bad guy by your standards, but then again, you might be a little bit skewed on this. But he's looking for magical artifacts in this dead human kingdom because most of the human kingdoms have kind of gone the same way, died out for whatever reason. And so, generally where were the best mages located? Around big cities and stuff like that. So you're here to find some things to, bolster himself because he's working on something that, really, realistically, he's not exactly communicative, but the rest of the tribe thinks he's an okay guy and follows along with whatever he says. So you're here for that. Bird, you are here because you're actually looking for an orc named Gorlar. And
I hate Gnorlar.
yeah, you hate him and his entire warband of people, and for the most part, you'd like to just beat them all in and kill them. You're, as far as I can tell, a simple man. You can expand on this if you feel like this is necessary. And Shell is just here as a treasure hunter. Kind of same reason as you, Keith, but different boss.
I get to blame other people
Yes.
for what I do. I'm gonna go in the hole.
Okay, you go in the hole. So, time to switch again. Okay. Switching, pulling the players. Okay, here's where line of sight actually is going to be helpful. Okay. Because this room's got stuff in it. Alright, Keith, Bird, and Shell. And can you guys see, is everything good? Yep. Okay, so
Yep.
those rounded things are the casks, and there's water on the floor. I guess you can see kind of this. So there's like a rivery tributary kind of rolling out. It looks like the wall got washed out. A lot of water seems to have passed through here. This probably was where things drained out, and it took the wall with it.
Well, I have no interest in the casks, but I do want to see if there's anything written on them.
Okay, so it's beer, more beer, beer again, more beer again.
For goodness sake, there are no dates.
and fine wine.
There's no fine wine. Well, wait a moment. What is that saying?
Oh, it says fine wine.
But is it?
Are you gonna take a taste?
I want to sniff it first.
Okay.
I can't control my
It
character. by the way.
smells kind of fruity. Oh, you can't control your
I
characters?
shoot a very disapproving glance over at Shell's character.
I
check the
shrug
depth of the
I shrug
water.
my shoulders and like,
It's
hey,
like foot.
everyone
it's
here's
just
dead.
damp and muddy.
I say, alcohol dampens spirit.
Hey, it's not for me. My boss might be interested. in
Okay,
it.
so Shell takes a sniff. It smells kind of fruity. You're not really sure. Trez was here, and
Okay.
No one knows about that.
are you gonna take a test? Are you gonna do anything?
I'm going to dab a bit of it on my finger.
Okay.
And lap it up.
It's beer, probably mixed with apple juice.
And I'm very upset. I'm just like,
You're not really sure of the fruit of
That's
origin.
literally dampened spirit.
that's false advertising. And I disapprove. So I proceed to head towards the passage.
Okay, so I'm just gonna reveal. Just drag yourself and I'll reveal.
Okay. Do 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 do.
I can't drag myself.
Oh, you can't?
Do.
Might have given you to... Nope, I guess I just didn't give it to you. It's weird. Thought I did. Alright.
Wander didn't give it to you. Didn't give it to you.
Alright. So I've revealed up to probably the room you stop in.
Stopping?
Well, I mean, it's kind of a room.
Okay. But
Okay, so this room used to be a room, but it's mostly caved in. There's like a pile of garbage. There's a bunch of like beds and boxes and stuff like that crammed up against the wall. That's the like darker spot. And it looks like just all of the detritus that was probably down in this tunnel that was loose got washed out this direction when the water drained this way.
is there anything shiny?
You can roll a search check.
And that would just be insight, perception, what?
That's investigate.
Investigate again. Okay. Yahoo!
Natural 20.
Jackpot.
Okay. Well, this is going differently. Okay, so not only do you find something shiny, there's a door on the other side of the mess.
Another secret door.
What was the mess made up of again?
Beds, barrels, boxes,
Oh, great.
stuff like that. So you're gonna have to do some digging if you want to get to this door.
Okay.
Do you start digging?
Yeah, I can
I wouldn't
do
mind
it.
seeing what's
Okay.
there.
So it doesn't take too long, and it's not too hard, and surprisingly, nothing pops out at you this time. You don't find any intact barrels for anything to hide in. You do find several corpses, but they're in fact quite dead, and they don't move.
But what are they? Are they women and children? Are they more
Their
men?
bodies are really mangled, but by
Ew.
size, probably men, maybe.
Okay. How can we discern just how long they've been like this?
I'd roll a... Keith, you've got nature, right?
Oh yeah, he would have knowledge nature.
Yeah.
He
I
would
mean,
have
all of you guys
observed
can roll.
things decaying.
I shouldn't roll bait here. You guys have agency. So Shell, you can roll an educated guess. It's probably wisdom.
Oh, okay. Wisdom.
How does one even find nature knowledge?
You mean the skill, or like how do they accrue it?
I have a not natural 20.
Yes?
I don't know, man. It's D&D magic. You just have it.
No.
Okay.
I'm used to knowledge just being listed as a stat.
It should just be nature.
Oh, nature. There it is.
Yeah. Sorry. They've switched so much around. I just know you have the nature stat. Okay. Well, Shell, they've been here for approximately a couple months, actually. It's been a while. Like, things have been rotting. Most of the water... the water that drained through this room was the water that probably brought you along. But it looks like floods may or may not actually come through here often for some reason. So these bodies have been sitting here rotting. I mean, they're practically fused with half the detritus because of the decomposition. It looks awful.
Now, was there anything that we had seen on the previous shambling muck monsters that differentiated them from these ones?
the previous ones looked animated, so they looked a little bit fresher and less destroyed.
Okay. All right, so I find the door.
Okay, so you find the door. After about an hour of shifting things around...
An hour?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Whoa.
Okay.
I mean, okay, maybe it's like 10, 15 minutes, but I'm assuming you guys are not terribly motivated. It's a lot. Okay. I don't know. Timing is stupid. So after some indeterminate amount of time, you manage to clear the way to the door, and what do you do?
I gesture towards the door, allowing the bugbear, a plain kind
The
of
bird
view.
bugbear bird.
Bird bugbear.
I walk
And
over and knock
may you
on
do the
door.
honors?
Okay, so the
Okay.
door, there's a pause, and then you hear kind of like a scraping noise, and then the door starts to like shudder and buckle wildly for like a moment. And like something is trying to beat the door down from the other side.
Okay, I take a step back. I'm concerned. Do we want to try to communicate with whatever it is, or is it very dead?
Hey. You in there?
It just keeps shuddering and buckling. It's not stopping at this point. Whatever is in there is it's a little frenzied. It's excited to have some kind of impetus.
Yeah.
Do we want to start throwing the stuff back into the pile?
Oh, Jesus. It wasn't meant to keep us out. It was meant to keep that thing in.
Unless it was just trapped in there, whatever it was, and it's not responding to word to common.
Well. Alright. I open up the door.
Okay, so in front of you is a particularly hulking, creepy mudmen.
Oh no, it's a hulking one.
However, because you took so long to get the door open and it was pounding on it, its arms are busted. I was not expecting you guys to knock. I was expecting you guys to just go in, but the knocking habit is working out, I guess. But yeah, so its arms are like, they're awful. It's been using its like torso and face, but roll for initiative because it's coming for a biting.
What is its creature size?
This one would be large. It was not human when it was alive.
It was not human.
No.
Does it look orcish? By any
Probably
chance?
ogreish, but you can't tell.
Ogre. Oh, great.
Ew.
Okay. Keith, you're the only one? Oh, wait, no. Bird, you're the only one. Sorry.
I rolled.
Or you were the 17. No?
I'm an 8.
I need to put timestamps on these.
Yeah, 17.
Okay.
19. I forgot to
Okay.
add my bonus, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, this will make life a lot easier. Okay, so you guys will go first. You've got a rotting, gross ogre in front of you. But you managed to disarm him before combat even started. So
More like
nice job on
disarmed
that.
himself.
Alright. I guess I'll try to sweep the leg. Wait, who's going first?
You.
Yep.
Okay. Let's go full
Oh, I guess Shell, you don't.
Kaluli on this guy. Or what was his name? Galuli? I don't know. I'm gonna hit him in the knee.
Okay. You're gonna roll for disadvantage. You're not good at called shots.
Oh, okay. What's that mean? Roll.
You roll
20
two.
minus
Okay,
2.
if I say advantage, you roll 2 die 20 and you pick the higher one. Disadvantage, you roll 2 die 20 and pick the lower one.
Gotcha.
That's
Yep.
cool.
And then just real quick, +2 is I think my bonus, right?
No, +7.
That's damage.
No. You have a
Oh
+7 to
shit! There
hit.
it is. You're
Yeah.
right.
Okay, so roll the other one.
Well. Oh. I typed in the wrong thing. I typed in the wrong thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was 1 die 0, of course.
Yes.
You can press up, by the way. Okay, so you managed to smash the knee. Roll damage.
Plus
1d8 plus. Okay, so it buckles. It's taking a knee. You're not sure if you destroyed it, but you definitely took the thing down a little bit. So it's slower, but it's not it's not prone.
Aw, so it didn't fall over on its
Okay,
side?
Keith, it's your turn. You've got a kneeling ogre with no arms. You guys are 3 for 4 on limb damage here, so that's pretty good.
It's just a leg and a torso.
Don't underestimate that leg,
so-
though. It's beefy.
Are they like made of meat or mud or what?
They're
There's
corpses.
Yeah, there's like rotten flesh there, but it's also a lot of mud and maybe
Blech.
other stuff. You're not really sure. It's gross. Looks like algae's been growing on it. This thing's been in there for a while.
Well, now that
do
it's
you
down on
like
the
that
ground,
one,
I'm just gonna throw
Nancy?
my fire at it again.
Okay,
But
roll
then,
the hit.
Then the light's gonna go out.
I can make
Okay.
a new one. I can make a new light.
You miss, or more so, your fire kind of hits it and fizzles. It's pretty
I
hard
did
to
it.
miss. Yeah. All right. Now it's gonna try and bite Bird. It misses.
Listen, if my primary action is walking around carrying a flammable thing around, then the moment something jumps out, I'm just gonna throw it.
Shell, it's your turn.
Okay, I will poke it with my rapier. Woohoo, I got a nat 20.
Okay, roll damage.
Okay. 8. And I got an 8! What are the chances of that?
Okay,
A
you've
20
managed
and an
to. I mean, you pretty much Zorro it.
Ha!
It's not done yet. This thing's a chunky piece of meat, but it is a chunky piece of meat quickly falling to ribbons. Bird, is your turn again.
Alright, Nancy. I hit it in the face this time.
All right, you hit.
I forgot to add my bonuses.
That's okay. I can math.
Ah, what the hell am I doing? Sorry.
All right.
Well, okay. Let's do it right,
Just
and I'll do it.
1d8. So if you use the die roller tool, you can actually re-roll previous rolls. Okay, so there's not much of the face yet. It hasn't fallen over yet, but like, if a face was a limb, you would have just destroyed that limb too.
Okay.
Keith?
Okay, I had to run for a second. I'm back.
Okay, it's
But
okay.
I
It's your
left when
turn.
Shell's turn started.
It's your turn. Pretty much they've just pulped him some more. It's
I
looking
got
still
pretty
there.
bad.
rolls.
There's not much of a face, but it's not down.
Is it still standing on one leg, like weirdly,
Well, it's kind of like it's taking a knee, but like it's listing bad. I'm not even sure if this thing can attack at this point.
Has its size classification changed to smaller than large now that
Yeah,
it's missing most
probably.
of its limbs?
I mean, it's got the profile of a medium creature, but I mean, it still like outmasses you by double, probably.
I just want to blow it over with gust.
Okay. Is that a Dex savings throw? You got
One medium or smaller creature you choose must succeed at a strength saving throw where you pushed up to 5 feet back. And it doesn't have any balance, so it's just gonna like
it's fine.
topple.
It's fine.
Aw.
It's surprisingly sturdy.
Oh,
That's with heavy minuses.
wow.
All right. So those keys. It's just going to throw itself at Shell. Shell, what's your armor class?
I think I'm like an 8 plus a 10. That's my
That's
hit
your
points.
HP. Your armor class is 14. Okay, so Shell, you have been hit by limp ogre mass.
Ew.
Ew. Just got hit with a
How much
bunch
HP
of
do
like.
you have?
Now your
I have
armor
10.
class is
Okay.
mud.
Shell is unconscious and pinned underneath the ogre.
Oh no.
All right, Bird, it's your turn. Since Shell is out for the count for the time being.
I lay him down like smack 'em frog.
Okay.
Smack.
Is
smack,
Bird still on
smack,
death
dick.
door?
No,
No, I'd give him a
Bird's in middling
potion.
HP. Okay, you hit, no problem, Bird.
8 plus 7.
Okay, it's dead. It stops moving.
But it's still on top of me.
Yeah, Shell's
Sounds
under
like
there somewhere.
problem for you.
She is very unconscious. You can see her face. She's out cold. Her tongue's sticking out. There's like a
I
black.
take one of the other remaining health potions and just like, you know, shove it down her throat.
Okay.
So it's still under it?
So Shell, you're back. You're awake. You're feeling good. You've got an ogre on you. You can't move. It's like 1,000 pounds.
Ouch.
I mean, it's squishy.
A little help here. It stinks.
I'm going to use Thorn Whip to pull it off.
Okay.
It'll move
thank
it.
you.
It'll move it 10 feet if it's large or smaller.
Okay. The corpse is flung elsewhere. Which direction are you flinging it? I guess I never put down a token.
Yeah. I mean, it's in the rubble, right?
Yeah, it's right there. It's the red
Like back the way we came.
Okay, so it is now. I cannot.
Actually, no. It has to get. Actually, has to be pulled towards me.
Oh. Well, Keith, you now have the ogre corpse on you.
What?
You don't take any damage though.
Why would I
But
pull it directly onto myself?
It's like awkwardly leaning on you. Like it was your friend. Maybe it drank too much of that that high class wine. Smells awful. Maybe not as bad as the dude in the barrel, but it sounds pretty bad, or it smells pretty bad. You can move though. It's just kind of.
I'm going to continue down the passage and try to forget about this entire event.
Okay, it just kind of tumbles this way, and okay, so oh, give me a second. I gotta put the room in. Seeing as the room is a thing.
Oh, the room is a separate thing?
Well,
Or
yeah.
are you...
Well, it's a secret room.
It's a secret room.
Whoa, that's a trip. That's the door that it opened.
I
Yeah.
immediately beeline towards the green
Okay,
object.
there you go. I'm not sure if
Clearly it is
that's to scale,
important.
but that's good. Okay, so you guys are gonna enter the room. So you can see the inside. So it's a bunch of boxes, a bunch of barrels. There's a bunch of it's above you guys. Oh, that's weird.
Oh, that's a weird new problem.
Ah,
There we
it
go.
takes a while
Fixed
to load
it.
in.
Fixed it.
I like the green object.
Okay, so there's a bunch of boxes, a bunch of barrels, a bunch of dead people.
Ew.
These people do not look like they look more like they were killed by the ogre, and then they rotted, but they're not the same kind of rotted that everybody else is. But in one corner of the room, there is a giant mess of like kind of twisting vines around a green crystal, and I don't know. Do whatever.
Vines around a green crystal.
Yep. It pulses with energy. It's very clearly magical. Even Greg can figure this one out.
Am I noticing anything about these vines?
I mean, are you going to investigate them? I can tell you more, but in general, if I'm talking about stuff, feel free to like throw your skills at it.
Let's
Worst comes
try
to worst,
to
you learn nothing.
investigate.
Okay. It's a pretty green crystal.
But like, how green, man?
It's like verdant green.
I'm going to as well.
Honestly, Keith, it matches you pretty well. It'd make a great necklace if you felt like wearing it.
If I wanted jewelry that was invisible.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
it
the opposite
glows.
of what you want out of jewelry.
Yeah.
Our nice flesh-colored
Okay.
jewels.
Shelly, you can't figure anything out. I mean, it would work. You've got kind of like a tannish underbelly, so like it would kind of work there. I think you do. No, you're pretty just green all around.
No, it
Okay.
is a little bit more tannish on the bottom.
Okay. Well, anyway, so neither of you guys can figure anything out about this crystal. You are either too dumb or forgetful, or this is just not your area of expertise.
All right.
All right, I pick it up and
Okay. So you're gonna have to
take it.
So Greg grabs it. It's pretty stuck. Those vines are holding it in place pretty well.
I'm gonna
just
try to open the vines with Druidcraft.
So nature to get them out of the way.
Druidcraft is a cantrip.
Oh, okay. What's it do?
It's got a really big range of things. One of them is I can predict weather.
Okay.
The one that I'm trying to do here is I can. There's one that like says you can do stuff like make a flower blossom or a seed pod
Okay,
open or a
sure.
leaf bud bloom and
give,
stuff.
let's see. I guess it. Okay. It does not move. It resists. It doesn't want to let go of the crystal.
I'm gonna pull real hard.
Make a strength check.
D20 plus.
Wait, I
what
think
is
I can
it,
help
5
here.
for me.
Yeah, 5. All right, it resists. It's
I want
it's
to
in there. It's
use-
got some give, but this is
I'm gonna look around the room and see if there's anything
See.
around it that will describe what it is or anything.
I'm going to use guidance to buff Bird's strength check.
Okay. Bird, you get a. Is that a +1?
They can add a D4 to their skill check.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Well, Bird, you feel invigorated.
Okay.
If you accept me touching you.
Wait, so how does this work then? So it's 1d20 and then 1d4?
Touch one willing creature once before the spell
1d20
ends.
plus
The target
1d4
can roll
plus
a
5.
D4 to add to the number rolled to the ability check of the choice.
Does this work then?
Yes,
it does.
Yep. Nope.
Wow.
You somehow feel weaker now. But
What did you
maybe that's
do?
just because you're feeling unmotivated for the time being.
Don't
mean,
look
it's-
over shoulder. It will drag off mental game. If you watch, it's weird. I just try again.
Okay, keep going.
Here, can I give him a bardic inspiration as well, which is an extra?
You sing me a fucking song about pulling this root
And it gives him an
out
extra,
right
I
now.
think, die 6.
No, I want to hear it. Sing me some pulling roots song.
Okay. Let's see. Find the strength within your soul.
Perfect.
Okay. So Shell, you get
The greatest gardener of all.
Shell, you get 1 point of inspiration. You can use it to gain advantage on any roll of your choice in the future. So write that down somewhere.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a mechanic in the game. It's called inspiration. There's also like action surge, but I have no idea what that
Pull
does.
those
I actually don't know what
vines
inspiration
to
does either. I'm just
free
assuming that's what it
the
does. Anyway, so Bird, roll your
shine.
thing. Also, Shell, what does your song do?
I'm giving it +6.
Okay, good luck, Bird.
All right, I sing along with.
So you have 1d20 plus
pull
1d4
the
plus
vine.
11 on this roll.
The finest little baby.
Okay, yeah, it comes out really easily.
Yay!
So, for frame of reference, that was only a DC 14. You just kept missing it. It did not require that much effort.
I was about ready to burn it.
It didn't require that much effort, but aren't we glad it took
Did
that
plus
much
1
effort?
d6.
Oh, it was plus 1 die 6. Whatever. It doesn't matter. He would have gotten the net
Summarizing
no
our
matter
co-op.
what. Okay, I'm correct with inspiration. Awesome. Well, anyway, so you got a green crystal bird. It's pretty, and it glows.
Ooh.
But
I
is it
sniff
green?
It smells kind of earthy. It doesn't smell nearly as stanky as everything else you've been sniffing today. So that's a major plus. You're kind of tempted to jam it up a nostril, but you're not entirely sure if that would go over well in public.
I turn towards Keith or Drez, and I give it to him and say, "It matches color."
Drez, you now have a rock.
I'm
It's a
very
nice rock.
crestfallen. It was my beautiful melody that provided him with the strength to extract the gem, but alas.
Oh, this is what
You
bugbears look
want
like.
stone? I turn around and give it to Shell.
Oh, why thank you.
Just
I bet my
gesturing around
eyelashes-
for friendship now.
Shell, you now have a rock. You feel slightly closer to Greg. Probably. He still smells pretty bad, but you feel closer to him. Okay.
I put in my stash. My Tabaxi Merchant Guild will find this intriguing.
Okay. And that's it for this room. I mean, you can search it if you want to.
I want to.
Okay, let me figure it out. Right.
I just found out that
Okay,
Bird
well-
basically looks like a Balverine.
Yes. Roll an investigation check, Bird.
+2.
All right, so it doesn't take much searching, actually. That was not it for this room. I was not paying attention to my little journal. Okay, so you find a dead guy, like a different dead guy. There's a bunch of dead guys in here, but this one's special. So this one actually is kind of jammed up in the corner, and he's wearing some kind of robe. He looks kind of wizardy. He's got a strange-looking book on it. It's shut, and you can't open it. 1d4 things that look like seeds, effectively. 2 potions that you don't know what they look like. They're not healing, and a little rock on a necklace around him.
I'm going to pick up the book.
Pebble. Okay, it's a book.
It won't open?
Nope.
Is there any visible indication as to why?
Nope. It's got like a clasp. The clasp doesn't move. You can pry the pages, but they seem jammed shut. It's magic.
But I'm very strong.
He doesn't want you read. Are you going to try and rip it open?
I'm keeping the book.
Okay.
Okay.
So Keith has the book. You guys want to divvy out the random stuff, or does Greg just...
What was the other random stuff aside from the necklace?
Couple of weird-looking seeds. Let me see how many.
Seeds.
Yep. Okay, 3 seeds. 2 potions and a stone that he's wearing around his neck. It's got like a thing scratched into it.
Because I'm such a kleptomaniac when it comes to shinies, I would like the stone.
Okay.
I want
I
to start a
take the
rock
stone.
collection.
So Shell roll a...
he wants the stone too?
Bird wants the stone?
Yes.
Okay. Well-
Okay, well, I do return the favor. He can have this stone, since he did give me the pretty one.
Okay. And the potions, I mean, whatever. I mean, if you guys don't care, just write them down on your character sheet, Bird, seeing as finders keepers, and you can divvy it out later if you figure out you want them. Okay. And then apart from that, there's just, dead people's belongings, maybe like 1 or 2 gold. If you guys really want me to...
So we weren't able
enumerate
to identify the seeds, really, were we?
Well, none of you
should,
tried.
but knowledge
I'm gonna
nature,
try.
Maybe.
Okay, so that's good enough. You know that they are tree tokens. If you throw them at a surface, a tree will immediately explode outwards from it, effectively. So if you throw it to the ground, suddenly there's a tree there trying to grow.
I am absolutely going to pocket these seeds.
Okay. They're not, like, the most powerful of trees. Like, you can't exactly make an oak tree. They don't work on living people, but, surfaces and stuff like that. You can't, like, just chuck them at a dude and suddenly a tree pops in on top of them.
Or out of him.
Though I'm willing to accept creative uses with these things.
That's why I'm pocketing them.
Okay.
How many were there?
And 3.
Well, I'm satisfied.
Yep. And then, just as offshoot, the potions are for animal speech. You recognize the brew.
Huh.
Animal speech potions.
Yep.
Did somebody already grab those?
Bird
No.
has them.
I did. I have them.
Okay.
Oh, I am.
And then there's the rock. Okay. So that really is it for the room.
Okay.
So we
Well,
discovered the next body, which is floating 5 feet above ground.
Ah.
Even more special body.
Okay.
Each body more special than last.
I'd like to continue down the passage.
Okay, you do. You get to the end of the passage, and you can see... you can see this, and, like, a little bit into this room through, like, kind of cracks in the wall. Roll perception checks.
There we are, +2.
Okay, so Shell, you can see that this wall here has cracks in it, and could probably be broken really easily if somebody wanted to try.
Without damaging the ceiling.
Yeah. Oh yeah, these are not load-bearing walls. So there's a dead body as you come in.
Oh, ew.
These are cells, like jail cells.
It was
like
a
people are
jail
kept
cell.
here. Yep. You don't see one in the room you're in, but you see one through the little gap over here. The like little side top area. I wish you guys could see my cursor. I guess I can draw this
And
guy.
what
but
does this
there's,
corpse
like,
look
a dead
like?
person. Looks like a dude. Like, might have once been a burly dude. He actually looks like he starved to death in there.
Oh.
Yep.
How unfortunate.
And he just has basic prisoner clothing. He's chained to the wall by the leg.
What about the edge of this?
That's a cell door. I guess I can I can reveal that. So you can see across the hall, and maybe like a little bit, polygonal. How does this work? I have no idea. Oh. There you go.
Is there
So you can
anything
kinda see
interesting
that.
in those?
There are. So you know those like undead mud people that you've been fighting? There's a couple of them in the cells on the other side. Specifically across from you in the cell directly to the left, so the bottom one. They're pinned under the rubble, and then the other one seems to be free.
Ew.
But they are moving. They have reacted to your presence and the light and stuff like that. However, there are metal bars, and they don't seem to be the kind that will budge. Bird might be able to smash them down, but
Okay,
that's
well,
about it.
I'm intrigued. I wonder, how can, across from this cell betwixt us, how are there essentially mud zombies, whereas this chap over here was completely unaffected? But unless he died before whatever it was that slayed the others took hold.
You can push your way into that one. The hole, like the water blew a hole in the wall.
Okay.
It's just you can't see it very
I
well.
will investigate.
Okay, so you're investigating. You can see a little bit more now. I'm just going to kind of reveal that. You can't see the other cells. I'll reveal them anyway. Okay, so the dead guy, are you going to search him?
Sure.
He, interestingly enough, here, roll a perception check. Okay, so he is surprisingly well preserved for a dead guy.
This is suspicious.
Yeah. So, you can't tell much beyond that, but he doesn't look like he rotted. He doesn't look like he was bloated like everybody else. Like maybe the water might not have reached him or something, but you can't figure it out. Keith, you can't get on the other side. There's,
whoops.
Yeah, cell door. You are locked in. You are in jail. You are in the clinic.
Are both of these sides open?
No, only the one that Shell's into. Unfortunately, here I'll draw.
I will call
like
to
a
Keith's
thing.
character. You know,
Draw a shape.
Druid. Perhaps
So
you can see
that's busted.
something of this.
Oh, that's breakable.
Poor soul that I cannot. Clearly, he is not decomposed at the rate of his brethren.
Stand on him and expect.
Okay. Okay. You want to inspect?
See. God, I have so many tabs open now. I've been investigating so many things. Let's do the investigation, I suppose. Nailed it.
You can't figure it out either.
Aww. I sort of looked to Bird's character.
Hey,
Perhaps you?
I will look.
Okay, so Greg, you figure out that this not only did this man not drown, he's been locked in here, but he didn't drown, and he actually is he didn't starve to death. In fact, you so when you look at him and you like look long and hard at him, you actually see something different than they. So they see like a burly dude that probably starved. You see a wizard with a bunch of stab wounds.
That's a very different thing to see.
Wow.
Yes. Somebody stabbed him, hid the evidence, and ran, probably.
So he's a murder victim?
Someone
Maybe.
was slaying spellcasters?
He
Was that-
obviously starved to death.
I relay this to the rest of them. by
Okay,
the
so
way. Yep.
when Bert explains it, after a while, you rub your eyes and you're like, "Yep, that's a wizard. How did I see the dude?" And now you see the wizard. He's wearing ratty clothes. Very obviously, he has been hit by water.
Must have been an enchantment.
And he looks pretty waterlogged. He probably didn't revive because there's not much left of his neck and like bits. Like apparently damage that you took beforehand probably makes it so you don't come back as one of the weird mudmen. And he's got wizardly stuff on him. He looks different from the other robed dude though. They don't look associated. He's wearing, kind of blue robes. They look comfortable for travel, whereas the other guy looks kind of a little bit more shifty. and his were like a dark green.
Okay, well, what does he have on him?
Okay, Shell, you search him, and you find a spell book for wizards, which is kind of useless to you, and it's totally ruined, and a little black rod. It's about, I'd say, 8 inches long and about 1 inch in diameter.
Okay. So it's a twig.
Eh. And it's made out of like metal or stone. It's kind of cold to the touch.
Okay. 1 inch, I suppose,
It's
isn't
thick.
too
You
bad.
could brain
Yeah.
somebody with it. It would hurt.
And there's nothing on it.
Nope.
No
Totally
etchings.
black.
Okay. Peculiar. Like, does swishing it around do anything?
I mean, it makes a nice swishing sound.
There's nothing magical at all.
I mean, whatever you're doing doesn't seem to be triggering it.
What kind of magic words could I use with this? Is there perhaps more that I'm not seeing? I mean, clearly the guy himself was cloaked. Surely this could be enchanted as well to appear plain.
You try very hard to disbelieve whatever it is about the rod, but it callously denies your denial and continues to be a black, unmentionable rod of metal or stone.
Unmentionable rod.
Well,
It's a rod for your unmentionables.
The butt rod.
I pocket it.
Hey, Bird used one of those from earlier.
Okay. Yeah, he did.
Perhaps
Later.
the Tabaxi Merchant Guild will be able to glean more
Yep.
of this than I can.
Okay,
Yes,
so
they will like sex toy.
so you guys are locked in cells. There's a breakable wall, and there's a couple of undead guys that are. They're kind of like the one that's loose is kind of doing the thing where he's got like Zarm at the cell
reaching.
door, and he's like, but it's
Can
like
I
a little bit
punch him
wheezy.
through the bars.
Well, we're too far away, aren't we?
No, you could punch his arm. You've got way long arms,
You
Bird.
could probably
Can
smack
I use
his
the
arm.
Morning Star through the bars?
Oh yeah, you could clobber his arm. Through
Are
the
they
bar,
are they
for
both
sure.
themselves on the opposite side or on our side?
Yeah, they're on the opposite side, but Bird's got crazy reach. You could chuck fire at them if you wanted to. Okay, Bird, you obliterate his arm and most of him.
Oh.
Back
thing
up,
is-
we're doing thing in here.
Bird has a high enough strength that he one-shots any of
Does
these
he have
guys if he
does
wants
he have
to.
10-foot arms?
So Bird kind of looks like a bear orangutan goblin mix.
So he probably has arms that go to the ground.
They kinda
from
go
his
to his
shoulders,
knees.
or about.
Sort
yeah.
of. He gets bonus reach for days.
Yeah. Anyway, so you mentioned there was a breakable wall.
Yeah, it's to your left.
My character is like, what breakable wall? And then he smashes it too.
Okay. You can just press up, by the way, generally. Okay. Yeah, it gives way. It was definitely the water was not friendly to it. And conveniently on the other side, the door is open.
Alright. I go through.
Okay. So you go out, there's some tables. There's 2 dead guards that seem to have been they're just kind of lying there. And then there's a ladder on the far wall.
My icon looks like it's going through a raver phase,
A little
turning
bit.
highlight hair.
Alright.
People want to see what
I
Bird
want to know
looks
how
like.
the guards died.
Okay, so you're gonna inspect the guards? Mm-hmm. Okay, roll to inspect. Oh, you did?
Nah.
Okay, so you can't figure out what killed them. Let me see. Because one hits you in the face. They're not dead, they're playing dead. You take... It did not have a weapon, so you take 2 damage.
Ouch.
And just roll for initiative.
Ouch.
Looter gonna loot, looter gets slapped.
So they have, short swords and clubs. These guys look more like thug guards than like guards, but they do look a little bit fresher and a little bit less shitty than the ones you've been fighting so far.
Oh no, our foes are becoming progressively less shit. What will we do?
Okay, people wants to know what Keith looks like. I guess I'm just gonna pull out your portraits. Luckily, you guys can't see this, so this isn't like huge spam.
Yeah, those are the portraits that I made.
I guess I can reveal them. I don't know if I actually showed off what Keith is supposed to look like properly.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so this is the party as Shell envisioned them. You guys can figure out who you are pretty easily. Bird, you're not the sexy one.
I have pretty red hair.
Wait, what?
Okay,
No, you're looking at
so,
the wrong picture,
My
man.
persona.
Dress. Okay, so Keith, you go first. God damn. I mean, you are like 90% hair, so I guess it works.
Well, there's more than just personas. I mean, aren't there the... What are the personas called that are reptiles? Aren't they called
Oh,
the scales?
God.
or-
I don't want to talk about it.
If we had
Keith is scaly.
2 more party
I'm
members, we could call
Persona.
this playthrough Persona 5.
God damn it! Let's
Oh,
not.
jeez.
Let's not.
And
Let's
Shell
not say
still
we
is
didn't be
fishy.
glad. Let's be glad we only have 3 people. That you got. Oh god. All right. So Keith, you go first. By the way.
Go stab it.
Okay.
A stabby bit.
What stabby bit?
I got a pike.
No, you left that behind in the underground cave.
How did I leave it behind?
You never picked it up.
Yeah, you threw it away with the natural one, then you never grabbed it.
Wait,
Got it
why
written
would it
down in my
why would
journal?
Why would it get thrown away?
You rolled a
Because it was
natural
a
one.
natural one.
Yeah, with a natural one, you drop your weapon generally, and you never
Oh.
made mention to go back and get it. So I have a nice little note being, Keith left his pike behind? Question mark.
Oh, I didn't realize it wasn't in my hand.
Well, it's okay. You can go back.
Welp.
And get it. It's still there.
Welp.
It's okay. You got other avenues of attack. This would be way more disastrous if Bird forgot his thing.
I can use the barrel.
To be fair, I think that's the most amount of damage you've done. So no,
That was
no, you definitely hit
horrifyingly
the orc more.
effective.
It was.
I'm very strong.
You said there's 2 of them here?
Liz,
Yeah, there's
do
2 of them.
thing.
See here.
Keep track of your guys' HP somewhere.
So many things to look at.
I think I have 5 HP at the moment because I had lost it all,
No, you're at 8.
and then I gotten
You're at
7
8.
back.
Bird's at 9. Keith is at 10.
But I'd lost 2 because that guy smacked me.
Oh, right. Yeah, you are down to 6. I forgot you the most recent damage. I wish I could. I wonder if I can actually take notes somewhere here. Because they're like a notepad.
Actually, we can have HP above our heads if we fill it in. So I'm gonna put down 8 HP for me. Did it work?
See, the thing is, I can't.
So where are the monsters located?
There, see,
In front
I
of
have
us.
an 8 that I can
They were
check.
sitting on the stools. That
I
were
can't
by.
check them. Okay, but yeah. Well, you're at 6.
Oh,
I'm gonna create a
6.
bonfire on one of the monsters.
Okay. What spell is that?
Create bonfire. It's a cantrip.
Okay.
The 5-foot cube of fire.
Okay. Well, he lights up, probably.
It's a dexterity saving throw.
He is very much on fire. In fact, he doesn't even dodge out of the way. He's just now on fire. And roll your damage.
Okay.
4. Okay, he's on fire. He's not dead though, but he's on fire.
If anything enters that space, it'll take that damage.
Yes. So, actually, Bird and Keith, you guys want to move back? That's actually where the corpses are.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they were slumped at their seats. Okay, and I'm just gonna see. Let's freehand. This shit's on fire. I guess I should.
It's on fire.
Should probably pull out a couple of guards for you guys to fight. Copy.
This god is on fire.
Okay, there we go. So you've got 2 of them and to back. There we go. He's not dead, but he's burning.
He's just scribbled out.
Yeah. It's okay. All right, so it's their turns next. So since Bird and Keith are in the front, or Bird and Shell, so Bird, the flaming one's going to take a swing at you. It hits. No, it doesn't. And yeah, they both miss. I forgot Bird has a shield. Tell me when you don't have your shield out when we go into combat, by the way, like if you're specifically two-handing things.
Oh, okay.
Because I should probably keep that in mind, because that cuts your armor class by 2. Anyway, so they both miss you. Shell and Bird, it's your turns.
Okay. I angrily draw my blade and slash at the foul creature that smacked
how
me.
angrily are we talking here?
I'm furious.
You got
Okay.
game face on.
Okay, so she is foaming at the mouth. There's some spitting.
No, not
lots
that
of
much.
curses. There are nonstop curses. Shell really likes her face. Getting hit in it is a no good.
That's to hit.
Yeah. Okay, so you hit soundly. In fact, I think that's crit range for a rapier.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Could be. It's like 17 to 20, right?
Range? I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, they have crit. Different weapons have different crit range.
Yeah. For like
So I got a 19 plus
skillful,
2.
like, deft weapons, like rapiers, it's a little bit wider.
Yeah.
Because they have a reputation for being very finessey.
I have to look this up.
As would
Rapier.
be befitting of a
Finesse.
bard.
They might have changed it though, actually.
Maybe in 5e they don't even have that.
No, I think crits might just be double damage.
Double damage?
Yeah,
Let's hope I don't
crits
roll
in
a
5e.
2.
Let's see what they say. How do crits work in 5e? Okay.
No crit range in 5e.
Okay, when you score a critical hit, you get to roll extra dice for the attack's damage against the target. Roll. Okay, so I guess you just roll 2d6 instead. It doesn't double
You
your
mean
damage.
2d8?
Well, there's no crit range, so she doesn't have a crit.
Oh, she doesn't. Yeah, so just roll your regular stuff. Okay, that's a shame.
Aww.
Okay, so you do 3 damage to the thing.
I rolled a 1.
It looks unhappy with you, but it was unhappy with you to begin with. Okay, well, anyway, I guess sorry to take that away from you. Bird, it is now your very, very late turn.
Let me show how done. Oh shit.
You chuck your Morning Star, it lands somewhere. It kind of pings off and like it's over here.
Hang on, I go get.
It kind of like bounced off the wall and then just. All right, you can't do that.
Oh shit.
You are now unarmed, and
I punch.
well, you're out. It's Keith's turn now. You still
My
have your
God.
shield.
Why?
All right, Keith, it's your turn.
Trying to figure out some of my ability stuff like Hungry Jaws and things like that. I found out that apparently my armor class is supposed to be higher than
Jaws.
my character says. Lizard folk have natural armor.
Oh,
Severe.
actually, you went first. So, Keith, roll damage again. I forgot about that.
Okay.
Any creature
for
that
the
ends
fire.
any creature that ends its turn in the bonfire will take damage as well. All right.
That looks like it hurts more.
it is almost dead. If Bird hadn't wildly flung his Morning Star off into the sunset, it would be donezo. Anyway, yeah, so it's your turn.
I'm going to shoot an arrow into the blazing inferno.
Okay. Roll to hit.
All right. There we go.
You miss.
Can't hit today at all.
Okay. Yeah, today has been a
Low-level
cascade of
D&D is
terrible
always like
accuracy.
that.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, but I'm rolling in like the 75th percentile.
so the burning one is going to miss Bird and then die. Probably roll your damage, Keith.
Which part? The fire?
Fire again. It's too stupid to move and it can't go anywhere anyway. All right. It doesn't die. Damn it. All right, whatever.
Why won't it just die?
There is not much left. And at this point, it is the skeleton wailing at you, Bird.
Ew.
And the other one also throws its weapon away. It's now behind you, Shell, and it's looking at you stupidly. All right. So, Shell, it's your turn. You're facing an unarmed zombie.
I don't care if it's unarmed. That thing smacked me. It will pay. Okay.
Okay, you hit.
And yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Sorry,
it's
guys.
dead.
Woohoo!
It's dead. Okay. And
We
then
did more murder.
Bird, it's your turn. You are morning starless, but that doesn't mean that you are helpless. What do you do?
Should I punch something that's on fire when I'm made of flammable material?
You're still pretty soggy. You've been trudging through mud. You've been fighting like squishy ogre bits.
What's
You're damp.
my attack bonus on an unarmed attack?
It's just +5.
Okay.
You miss.
God damn it.
Keith, it's your turn.
Oh man. I wonder if Actually, I wonder if the bonfire was supposed to end when I stopped concentrating on it. How does concentration work?
Oh, concentration up to 1 minute. So yeah, you have to focus on it. I think you can continue with the move action. I'll let you continue easy stuff like create bonfire with the move action. So as long as you don't move, you can keep doing other things.
Okay. What if I create double bonfire?
It doesn't work.
I won't be able to get my morning star.
It would probably just proc the damage immediately, and then again, so I guess it would work.
I'm just gonna keep burning it?
Okay. I mean, it's gonna try and make a reflex save, and it doesn't give a fuck, and it dies because it's only had 1 HP left. Alright, so it's donezo. It's gone.
When in doubt, burn everything in this confined space with limited air capacity.
So it sizzles to a crisp. No, there's plenty of air. There's a trapdoor behind you. And then the tunnel and stuff like that. You're good.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna go get my morning star first thing.
Okay, you get your morning star?
If there's nothing else to investigate aside from the corpses, like there was nothing in any of the other cells of interest, right?
The one thing I have to mark on the map, because technically, so you guys have actually gone about this the entire like crazy back way. So I have none of this marked on the map because you're supposed to come from a Jesus, Bird. What are those things? Get them out of here.
I don't fucking know.
Get them out of here. So anyway, that that square.
That's super death.
That square that I just kind of drew in. That's where there's like a ladder.
I don't know how to get them to go away, Wander.
no.
I swear.
All right, fine.
You just click on them
Alright.
again in the same menu.
Okay. Okay. So there is a ladder.
Myself out.
There's a ladder that's going up, and it's going into a room you haven't been in. Or do you guys want to kill off the couple of remaining drowned ones?
I mean,
No, I'm cool.
if they don't look like
Hey.
anything
Okay.
special, I'm gonna climb up the ladder
Yeah,
because
they're kind
I'm
of
sick of
wheezing
this.
at you. Okay.
So those guards never had weapons, right?
They
did.
did.
They were just
They had
shitty.
short swords and clubs.
I'm going to pick up a short sword.
Okay, you now have a short sword. It
Because I
looks.
don't have a
It's
weapon.
kind of rusty. Fair warning, it probably will break soon. So like,
I can fix that.
yeah. Okay. Anyway, we are switching to interior, and okay, so you guys should be able to see yourselves momentarily. Drag you around interior. There we go. Okay, so you guys are now crammed into this teeny little storeroom. There's not a whole lot of room. It takes some
happened to
pushing to get
Keith's
the thing
head?
open.
It's on its side.
He's been spinning slowly this entire time. I don't know.
Huh. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It just means he's relaxing. Okay.
Anything of interest in this storeroom?
Okay, so you are in a storeroom that actually looks like it hasn't been touched by water. In fact, this is a pretty nice looking storeroom. There are crates, there's weapons, there's potions.
Ooh.
So if you wanna give it a look-see.
I want to see what weapons are in here.
Okay, let me figure out what room this is. Okay, here we go. Okay, so you are in the back rooms. Roll investigate to look around. If you guys have anything specific you're looking for, that's great. Shell? Investigate?
Oh, right. Sorry.
Oh wait, that's not investigate. Whoops.
That's much better.
Okay, so Shell, you find there we go. you find 100 gold pieces in a sack, bunch of random junk. You find the secret trap door that you just came out of. It was actually fairly well hidden, despite the fact that yeah. Well, I mean, it closed shut behind you. It was on a spring.
I found the other door.
And is there anything specific you're looking for?
As I said before, anything that sparkles and shines.
Okay, so you find a rapier. It looks a little bit nicer than yours.
Really?
Probably.
Nicer than mine.
It's got a bit of a shine to it.
But does it do more damage?
I mean, it looks nicer. It's masterwork. It gets a +1 to hit, not damage.
Oh, +1 to hit?
Yeah.
I suppose I shall take it.
Okay. And
yeah, but mine gets a +1 to tetanus.
You also find two potions of cure light wounds or healing or whatever.
All right, I'll add them to the other healing potion that I have.
Okay. And then there's just more random crap.
No books of anything of interest?
Not really. Honestly, this looks like the kind of stuff that you'd maybe have like in an item store, for example.
Ooh, which makes me wonder what lies beyond the door.
They have price tags on them.
Hey.
How much was mine gonna be worth? Like the rapier?
A couple hundred gold pieces. Pricey.
Okay, fine. I like it.
Okay, and anything else you guys want to do in here?
I'm going to check the door.
Okay, door is open.
No. We gotta knock on the door.
Okay.
You're gonna have to close the door first and then knock on it.
Okay,
I'm gonna drag Drez back into the room.
I'm going into the next room.
Okay, so Bird watches Drez go into the other room, closes the door, then knocks on it.
Fuck, Bird's getting handsy.
Barge through and barrel past Drez.
Okay, so surprisingly, you actually hear something from down the hall, the other hall. Like, you went to go join. Okay, so there's kind of a pitter patter, and then Shell.
Oh no! I'm all alone.
Okay, nope. This is not it. A guy busts in. I'm just gonna use one of the random.
A guy?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Here we
no.
go.
A guy busts 3 wood.
Yeah, a short little man. He looks pretty bad. Like, he actually looks like one of the drowned ones that you've been fighting this entire time. But surprisingly, he's capable of actual speech. And he's like, "Hey, what are you doing in my storeroom? Get out! What? That's my rapier."
I will use all the charisma afforded to a bard to paint a tale of woe.
Okay, tell us your tale of woe.
Okay. Oh, I do apologize. My compatriots and I were washed down into this...
What compatriots? You have accomplices? Where are they?
Oh, I do not know. They've left, and they're no longer in this room. Perhaps they went back down into the tunnels from whence we came.
You found my tunnels? And he looks at you. His eyes are like crazy mad at this point. Like he already had like the insane glint, which, I mean, he's missing an eye. His half his face is rotted away. He looks pretty ware for the tear. He's lunging at you with a dagger.
No.
He misses wildly.
Okay, I will... If he misses, does that mean he stumbles past me?
Yeah, he kind of like goes over here. He took a lunge at you and he missed, and now he's
okay,
like,
I will get outside the door, and can I barricade it from the other side?
With what? There's nothing in the hallway.
Oh, gosh. I will go into the other room where they're situated,
frame.
and I'll be like, guys, there's a madman out there, and he's half rotted away.
All right, everybody roll for initiative.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so Bird and Shell, you guys have one action before he comes after you.
I'm rolling a lot of 1-digit numbers today.
Yeah, the dice have not been happy with you.
I will create, with a cantrip, a minor illusion.
Which is?
To make the room look as it was without us present.
That's a bit strong for a minor illusion.
Oh,
I mean,
really?
you can try it, but you yourself know that's going to be a hard sell.
Okay, maybe I'll think
You
of
can make
something
Bird look like an armoire and yourself look like a shrub.
Let's see. What would a guy like this be most frightened of?
Me?
Tax collectors?
Cops?
Guards? Guardsmen?
I don't know about that.
A
Thug?
7-foot tall bear?
Yeah.
How about, like, a lich lord? I can only assume some kind of vile creature of that nature brought these guys to life.
Make me look like a lich, and then I'll just like walk into the room and be like, "Hello."
Okay, so that's what you're going with?
Yes.
Okay, so is that a will savings throw probably?
If a creature uses its action to examine the sound or image, it can determine it is an illusion with a successful intelligence check.
Okay, so Bird, you're gonna go try and intimidate him? As the
I don't
lich?
see why I need to be a lich when I'm already 7 feet tall, but I like this idea of him being like, "You're not a lich." Oh. But yes.
Okay, so Shell,
Hello.
for starters, you don't even know what a lich looks like. You've never seen one before, so really he's just a big old skeleton with like a really like fancy looking robe, and you're like, this is about right. He's got like a mustache. You're not really like, it makes him look kind of vaguely evil, but that's okay. And then he like waltzes off, but like his legs move weird because you're not really sure how it works. Like this is very clearly a stretch for your illusionist skills.
Aww.
But it's okay. You know, it works.
I'm
Bird,
creative.
you wanna? I assume you're sidling into the other room?
I burst in and say, "Hello, I'm Spook."
Roll an intimidate check.
What's my bonus to that? I lost my character sheet.
Should be 2.
+4.
It's gone. It's on fire.
+4. Right. Okay.
Boom.
Okay, so this is kind of gross. He shits himself, which is bad because he hasn't pooped in months. Because he's this insane undead guy. So pretty much, like, probably his bowel, like, all of his guts just drop out, and then he flees down the tunnel. He's gone. They're screaming.
What is he screaming?
That's screaming.
Oh no, Necromancer! Oh no, Necromancer!
There's like a thud, and then you can kind of hear scraping, and then a splashing,
Jesus.
and then he's gone. All right, you now have access to the mad storekeeper's shop.
Woohoo!
We play Reds at Zero now. All right.
Wait, what?
Okay, so what do you guys do? Shell and Keith, you're in his bedroom.
Anything of interest in here?
No, it looks like he's
We're not
actually
gonna raid
tried
his
sleeping in
bedroom.
his bed chamber. Actually, no, you do find gold.
Okay.
You do find
All
another.
right, I have to write down that I.
You find a indeterminate.
You find
black
another
rod.
100 gold. You're not actually. You could have actually come away with a fair amount, but yeah, you've got another 100 gold from him. It was in a sock. A very
sock?
full sock. This poor sock could barely hold it.
Ew.
Surprisingly, it was a clean sock. At least he wasn't using one of the used
That's where he
ones.
used to shit.
Okay, well,
Okay.
if there's nothing else, I want to go see what is in this shop.
Okay, so it's an item shop. It looks like, for the most part, water really hadn't touched this shop, but it is pretty far away from.
We have no idea
Where the
where he
water
is now,
comes from.
right?
No, he's gone.
He ran back into the.
If
Dang
you
it.
followed him through the tunnels, you might be able to find him down there.
Did he go down the trap door?
Yes.
Yeah.
He knew about his secret little dungeon there.
I had
Yeah.
accidentally
Considering
given
it's
away
his
that
shop
we
and his secret
discovered
little
it.
creep dungeon. Anyway, so yeah, he's gone. Maybe you can find him again. I have no idea.
If only we could have. If my negotiations hadn't failed so horribly, perhaps we could have discovered what sad fate had befallen the
Oh,
residents
right.
of this
I
realm.
should probably
But
delete him because he's definitely not there anymore. Okay, so are you
I
going to
think
search the
what
shop?
he said fate befell him just now. Did you see shit trail?
I mean, it was mostly just like kind of the grease trail from his entrails following him. Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Okay,
these
so-
people are barely held together.
any nice items in this shop?
Okay, so do you want to go looking around?
Sure.
Okay, roll an investigate check.
Bloop.
Everything in here
not
smells.
so
That's
good.
my investigation.
Okay. So Keith, you're not looking around?
Have we checked the barrel yet?
It's a rotating display of weapons and spears.
Oh,
and stuff.
right.
Ooh.
So there's
I'll go for an
weapons,
investigate.
there's armors, there are like a handful of potions. Okay, so Keith, you find a replacement pike. It looks better than the one you had.
Yeah, super pike.
It's not masterwork, but it just looks nicer.
Oh,
Plus one aesthetic appeal.
I will name it Cheryl.
Okay, Cheryl, the +1 aesthetic appeal pike. It's got some like nice decoration on the crossguard or whatever pikes have on them. Anyway, so yeah,
Whatever
you've got
pikes
that.
have.
Let's see. And apart from that, you do find let's see, how many potions do you got? You find one healing potion. The rest have been shattered long ago, probably.
Didn't work on him.
Yeah. You guys should be writing these down. I don't know if you guys are writing down the healing potions, but
I
I think we only have one
3
healing potion right now.
nope, you found 2
Oh.
in the chest in the other room.
Yeah, I
And then
Oh, okay,
so
yeah,
you have
Shell
at least
just got those.
you have at least 4.
I count 3.
I think we have exactly 4.
Yeah, because you just got 1.
But I'd used
Yep.
one.
Oh, and then Bird used 1. Yeah, you have 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
And then everything else is just random gear. Oh yeah, and you do find a handful of rations. You find 3 rations. So you
Or
guys can
5
take a
rations.
snack break if you want to heal. Or anything like that, and get your
Not
spells back.
when this guy might come back.
Okay.
I don't know. Because
He's
how
not
long would
coming back.
it... Okay, perhaps we.
If we
could
follow him, we may
get
learn what's
help.
happening here.
That
Who
is true
care?
too.
If we walk outside and look around, we find out too.
I'm not ready for this voice.
I do want to investigate the other buildings. I will explain to the other 2 what had occurred in the storeroom. I mean, even I couldn't get through to him. I mean, then again, we had just looted his stuff, but he seems to be out of his mind, quite literally. It may even be mush at this point.
He has turbo.
I'm going to step outside.
Okay, it is.
I stop Keith. No, we knock. God damn.
To go outside, even?
Bird knocks on the door and then dutifully follows Keith.
Okay, I'll emerge as well.
Okay, so you are outside. So roll perception checks.
A row.
Ah!
Shell, you don't see shit. Your shoes are looking really fine. Actually, no, Cheryl's looking mighty fine. Your eyes are drawn to it like a magnet.
I wish I
How to
had
use
that
spears,
pike instead of
you
my
would want
rapier.
Cheryl. You would covet Keith's other woman. Or you would covet Keith's wife. Shit.
I don't like how Shell's looking at my spear.
Alright. Anyway, Keith, seeing as you're not blind, you notice the giant wall of vines and thorns and shit that are...
Yeah, I've been curious about that.
Yeah, so that is... It looks kind of like it was once a main thoroughfare, but currently it is an unpassable wall of vines that are covered in thorns and shit. It looks not climbable. Or passable for the most part. I mean, you could try, but it would hurt.
Create
Can you
bonfire.
speak with them?
Okay, you try and set them on fire?
Yeah.
Okay, so they ride for a while, and then the
Ugh.
fire sputters out. They're covered in kind of like they're damp and they're covered in mud, so it doesn't work great. And the
they're
vines seem
living.
to, the vines seem to react to being set on fire, and they kind of make like a. They're not swinging for you, but it looks like they might be winding up if you try that again.
Let's see about a nature check then.
Okay.
Oh my
so
god.
Yeah, so you know what this is. This is some kind of it's a much higher level druid spell. Like you have not you yourself have no capacity to cast this sort of thing, but it's not actually a D&D spell that I know of. It might be. I made shit up, but it's effectively ritual. Some of them's a bunch of vines and stuff, and until you can take them out with equally powerful magic, it ain't moving.
Can I hold the green crystal in the air and yell, "Be gone"?
Avada Kedavra.
Surprisingly, they do actually wiggle, but they don't move.
Aww.
If anything, they almost kind of wiggle towards the crystal, but they can't move that far.
Okay, I shove it back in my pack. No way are they gonna get their tendrils on this thing.
Ooh.
Okay.
Let's see here.
There's other buildings.
Yeah, there's this other storeroom over here. Or did we already venture
Nope, you
into
haven't
it?
been in that room. Here, I'm gonna cross out every door you've been through.
There's also this. It looks like it has 2 stories in it and a lot of tables
Yep.
down below.
We haven't been to the
Air
bottom building
knowledge.
yet, or this left one.
Nope.
Yeah.
Spread the
Okay, so
local
you're gonna go in
door
that one.
and barge in.
Okay, so
No, knock.
okay, so Keith slams himself into the door. It's locked.
Ah.
It looks pretty goofy because he doesn't care to lock. He doesn't even check the door, so he just kind of like shoves his lizardly snout into the
just
door
walked
and he
in-
kind of like pushes into it.
I knock.
I
on
walked
the
into
door.
one of those rotating doors that's locked.
Okay. So Bird knocks. Nope, nothing.
Okay. How breakable does the door look?
It looks pretty sturdy. It's iron bound. This looks like somebody actually wants to protect whatever's in there, and had put some amount of money, had put a decent amount of money into making sure that would happen. It also has the Mariner's crest from the other building in it. This is it's
okay.
probably related.
What's the building made of?
Stone.
Yeah.
Wait, Keith didn't get into it?
Nope, it's locked.
And none of us are rogues.
There's a big old padlock across the front.
How breakable is the padlock?
It looks pretty sturdy despite everything.
Oh, wait.
This is a
other
lock meant to withstand the elements.
What other building had the mariner symbol?
The one straight south of you. Or
Then-
the two. The one with the sinkhole in it, and then the one next to it. They're a combined building. There's like
Okay,
there's the second floor actually spans both. And then this like walkway through it is like goes underneath.
Perhaps there is a key in this building below us. Perhaps this was where like some kind of captain or other official might keep this key for safekeeping. Yeah, let's make our way down here.
We knock.
Okay, you knock.
Turn to Drez and say that.
Okay. So the doors are down here, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so since Drez is still kind of pushing himself at the door, he hasn't quite
Reading
processed.
my spell book.
So he's sitting there with a book over his face, and he's like kind of pushing it at the door, being like, "Man, this door does not open fast." All right. So anyway, Bird knocks on the door, and
Well, the book doesn't open. It's like this door.
Actually, I don't know why I'm rolling. So
And
there's
everyone I
actually,
care about.
So once again, there's a noise. There's like a skittering sound. Actually, a couple of skittering sounds. And after a certain point, you hear, what is it? Who is it?
Hello.
Hello?
Hi. I'm
Hi.
Greg.
I'm
Who are you?
Rat's Tooth.
Rats
Nice to
too?
meet you. Can we come in?
Okay, Bird, roll a wisdom check.
Okay. I look up +2.
Do not
Okay.
invite
I'm
in
done.
bugbear.
Okay,
It's
that's
vampire.
fine. So are you gonna open the door, or what are you doing?
Yes, I open the door.
Okay, so in front of you is a very surprised-looking kobold. He is small, he has 2 daggers, and he looks very surprised to see somebody else here, and equally surprised to see that you're not one of the undead, probably. I don't know. He looks surprised. Behind him are a couple of other goblins and kobolds. He and one of the goblins, they're wearing matching outfits, surprisingly, and have matching daggers and stuff. They look like a packaged team, and they have like feathers and shit. They look nice for kobolds and goblins. And he's like, "Hey, what?"
That's racist.
Yes.
Okay, so he's asking you, or he's saying like, "I didn't say you could come in."
Bernard's like, "May I come in?" Boom.
It's okay. I need the key for storeroom.
It's okay. I invite myself.
I make an intimidate check, I guess.
Okay, am I still a lich, by the way?
No, that wore off a long time ago.
Yeah, minor illusion does not last long.
It's like lasts a minute.
Yeah. All right. He's not particularly intimidated, but he kind of is just confused. So he lets you in. He's not putting up any resistance, but he doesn't look cowed. Like he's got his hands on his weapons now. And you move into the room here. Let me spawn a bunch of them. I'm just gonna use the same icon as the shopkeeper. So there's one, there's two. Here, I'm gonna move him back a little bit. Move yourself into the room, Bird.
What vines?
Okay. Ooh, there's a lot of them. Okay, so there's a bunch of these little guys all over the place. So you're asking him what the vines are? Okay,
Yes.
let me explain the room first, just so setting the stage. That's 6. There's one more.
Really? There's that many?
Yeah, I mean, goblins and kobolds travel in large packs. So there's a big old bunch of them. Anyway, he's like, "What? Vines? What?"
Tell me what the vines up there for, please.
He is looking at you with just a... So he hasn't seen them. He hasn't been up that way yet, probably. He looks wet. Like he may have just actually followed you in via the lake, and he started with this building. He legitimately has no idea what you're talking about.
I will interject, and I will introduce myself. What are the Tabaxi people called? Like the organization or whatever?
They're the Tabaxi Trade Coalition.
Oh, okay. I won't mention that as of
Okay.
yet. But I will be, greetings, fellow creatures. My name is Alarin, and me and, my friends and I were unfortunately swept under. It looks like you may have been as well. From what guild or group do you hail from? I see that you are wearing their tabard.
Tabard?
Oh, dressings,
They've got like feathers and like animal skins, maybe.
Oh, I thought
They
you said
look
they
like
had
ragamuffin.
insignias.
They look like a ragamuffin band of a couple of kobolds and goblins.
Well, then fine. What
That's
tribes do you
racist.
hail from?
We're the Rat's Tooth clan, and you hear the goblins say like, "We're the Skitter clan" from the from the back. He's this here. I'm gonna rotate the special ones if I can figure out how to do so. His co-leader does not seem to. How do you rotate them?
When you click on them, there's a little square that comes out
I
of
see.
the line.
Yep. Okay. So
I'm going to enter the room to provide a fellow reptilian comfort.
Okay. They don't seem comforted. Lizard folk may or may not eat kobolds.
Well,
probably.
I mean, lizard folk
Okay.
are
Kobolds are
higher
lizard
up on
folk, kind of.
and yeah, they actually speak the same languages. Yes, they do.
For the most part, your race enslaves and mistreats kobolds for the most part.
And bugbears actually are also higher up in the ranks.
So you
for
guys are
goblins.
like the boosted versions of both of theirs. You guys are getting a little bit of extra allowances based on the fact that effectively older brother A and B have just shown up to the scene. Anyway, so
Shut up, nerd!
so the kobold looks back at the goblin and like makes a rude gesture that would offend maybe Shell. Anyway, so he's like, "Well, we're
Do they put the hands on about the size of face, go like a fish?
Wow.
Anyway, so it makes a rude gesture at Skitter probably, and it's like, well, we're the Rat's Truth Skitter clan, and we're here looting because Gorlar told us to. Bird, make another wisdom check. Actually, you don't need to. Gorlar's the guy you're here to kill.
Actually, might I
know who
suggest you
Gorlar is.
call yourselves the Skrit-Tooth clan?
Oh, nah.
Aw.
Nah, we're definitely the Rat's Tooth clan. We're the Skitter clan.
Hey, who Gorlar is?
Yeah.
I hate that guy.
Oh. You just
Diplomacy.
his face just kind of drops a bit, and then he sighs. And then roll for
Gorlar is
initiative.
asshole.
What? Are they
He is
they gonna
no
attack
talent
us?
S monkey.
they better not be
bugbear has
Gorlogs.
initiated combat.
Okay, actually just one. Okay, so you are now up against a small group of kobolds and goblins.
No.
Oh, we're gonna eat well tonight.
Why?
Because Gorlar is S-clown.
Okay, so Drez, Geknu. Okay, I'm gonna have to pull up the book.
Ow. Oh god, this is fun. I have to pee really badly. I've needed to for like an hour.
Take
That's
a
why I
break if-
fled the room earlier.
Take a break if you need to.
We did take that short rest in the other room, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay, you know, I'll just... Yeah, I'll just play with, Well, Bird was going first. Oh, well, it doesn't matter too much.
Oh,
take me
right. We
forever
were
to
supposed to roll for
Play these
initiative.
guys. You better kill them quick.
Boop. Well,
Better
yeah,
kill
I'm
them quick.
concerned. Because there's so many of them. At least all my spells are back.
Oh, you talking about Bird running out of time?
What? No, it's just... I don't like taking control of too many of these guys, but I had originally wrote that the pack was 2-4 kobold and goblins pretty much equally split, and there's a bunch of them. Luckily, they're
many.
really shitty, so good luck.
I'll keep in mind that that they are probably underlings or disciples of this Gorlog character.
Gorlar.
Gorlar? Okay. Gorlar character that that Greg seems to have a vendetta against.
I'll have to get a full drawing of Gorlar when you get there.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you want me to do more characters, I could, but you already have him
It wouldn't be a
drawn.
bad idea if I just started sketching. I might just...
You have a lot of good sketches, but you should just cell shade them.
honestly, I might just keep them as black and white.
Ah,
I
okay.
expel urine.
Okay, well,
Why
it's,
can't I roll anything?
it's your
Ever.
turn. It's your turn, Bird.
Who kill?
Well, you've
How
got
about rolling
Rat's Tooth
threes?
right in front of you, and he's got a pair of daggers, looking ready and raring to stab a hoe, or
Hey!
stab a Greg.
You think this bad neighborhood? Let's two-hand this. Alright, let's go.
For the next
Oh,
time, I should
no.
probably find a way to move over.
What have you
Let's
done?
see. I don't know what their armor class is. The answer is...
Why can't we
Probably higher than
roll anything above 10s
Wow.
most of the time?
Yeah,
you
that's
miss.
what I'm
You
wondering.
whiz it right over his head.
Oh boy.
All right,
Oh,
Shell, it's your turn.
Who?
It's your turn, Shell.
It's my turn.
Yes.
What do I want?
So did they decide
do-
that 5e is all about like cube grids and stuff?
Grids, was that?
What?
I'm just noticing that all the skills talk about cubes and stuff like that for its range, which is like
Oh.
all new for
Well,
me.
that's because
That's
everything's
always
on a
been the
grid.
game, though.
Yeah, generally. It makes it a lot easier, by the way. Like,
Uh-huh.
if you're doing stuff like this map, a cube is going to be so much easier to figure out than, like, a radius or whatever.
Yeah. Are
Okay,
attack of opportunity
so-
still a thing when you walk by people?
Yes,
If
I
I
think
were to
so.
fairy fire them all, that means that we get advantage on all attack rolls, right?
Yes.
Because that'd be nice, since we seem to be rolling terrible numbers as of late.
All right. So you're gonna do fairy fire?
Sure.
Okay, so all of the goblins and kobolds light up. You can now see them much more clearly and maybe not miss. We'll see. Keith, you wanna test this out?
So for an attack of opportunity, you have to leave their attack radius, right?
Yeah, so what you'd have to do is you'd have to move here and then move. And that would be an attack of opportunity. The one thing you can't do is a 5-foot step.
So I could make it that far first.
You could make it here at the very least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to... 10 feet's totally normal for a turn, right?
Yeah, you can move up to 30.
Yeah, I'm going to go here.
Okay.
Cast Thunder Wave.
Ooh,
Okay.
that means you get all the ones surrounding you, right?
It's a 15-foot cube, so it's all 3 of them.
Okay.
Nice.
And they have to...
Fair warning, that's more than... Okay, let me mark on the map how big 15 feet is.
Well, wouldn't that be 3 across?
So this is...
Are we
this
not
is
going with
0?
Are we not going with 5-foot
This is-
cubes?
This is 5. This is 10.
Oh, that's...
This is 15.
So
This
we'd be
is-
affected too, right?
Yes. So you're gonna hit your friends, but you're also going to hit all of them.
That's how big a 5-foot radius is in this game?
Well, 5-foot radius or 15? There's
5,
a
10,
marked difference.
15.
So every cube is
Oh.
a... Let's see.
Every cube is 5.
Yeah, each square is a 5-foot increment.
Yeah, so that'd be a lot.
It's not a terrible idea.
It doesn't say 15 foot away from me though. It says a 15-foot cube originating at me.
Oh, that's different. Okay, so yeah.
So it's just that.
Whoa, whoops.
Whoa, we deleted our friends.
Goodbye.
They're out of the universe. Okay, so you hit the three kobolds.
That's a lot
is
better.
it
They
a
have to
dex
do a
savings throw?
They do a Constitution saving throw. If they fail, they take 2d8 and get pushed back 10 feet. If they succeed, they take half damage and are not moved.
Okay. So roll your 2d8.
Check out what tab I'm in. Ah. There we go. That's a decent roll. That happened for once.
A 13. What's your second one?
So
Okay.
That's 2d8.
So
Oh, that is 2. Okay.
literally all of them die. 2 of them resisted, but even at half damage, these guys have. Oops, and there you go.
Stop
So yeah,
deleting your player characters, Wander.
every single one of them is dead.
You need to love them.
It's just I'm not used to you guys having hitboxes larger than your like faces. So when I like click and drag, it selects you two, and I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah, earlier I placed text on the field and it was attached to my character. I'm like, get up.
Nice.
okay. Anyway, so you've just wiped 3 of them off the board, and Ratstooth doesn't notice because he's busy, but Skitter is unhappy. Actually,
Did I just settle
roll
the naming?
roll a d20. Oh wait, how far do they
Yes, you
fling?
did.
How far do they fling?
10 feet.
10. Okay.
But they're already dead.
Yeah.
so-
Okay. I was just realizing from your direction, one of them might actually hit Skitter, but it falls short. Also, the tables and chairs are pretty busted up, so you can pass through them without too much issue. I just can't draw debris quickly, so I didn't bother. Anyway, so it's their turn. So Ratstooth's going to take a swing at Bird and miss. Pretty much all of the other kobolds are going to come at you. Actually, this is probably... I don't know. They have the same stats, so I'm just using the same thing for the most part. Okay, so Keith, you're being triple teamed. Okay, so they miss. Your armor class is 16, right?
It is high.
I don't know if the character generator got it, but it's 3 plus whatever your dex is, because lizard folk have natural armor.
Yeah, my natural armor is it's 14 plus my dex modifier.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so yeah,
it's 16 just
16.
starting off with no equipment or anything.
Okay, so one of them does actually hit you.
Ooh. Like the top of things I don't want to have happen right now.
You take 3 damage. You're at 7 health. You're fine.
Oh no.
Okay, and Bird, it's your turn.
All right. Round 2. Fight. Hey,
Roll again. Roll again.
Didn't he lose
you
his
have
weapon?
advantage.
Oh, right, he does have advantage because I gave it to them.
All right, Bird misses twice. Shell, it's your turn.
What?
Hey, why are you so short?
Okay.
He's just looking at you with amazement right now. Apparently, fight somebody your own size is bad advice.
I will go over here, and I will stab with my rapier.
Okay, roll to hit. You get 2 rolls, remember, because you have advantage. Okay, you miss. And you kill him.
Oh, jeebus.
Yeah.
Okay, so he is wiped off the map.
Well, at least we're causing horrible, horrible pain.
Keith, it's your turn.
All right. I am going to cast a cantrip, Thunderclap. It's
Okay.
basically the same thing, but it's people within 5 feet take 1d6 without Constitution. It also makes a noise so loud it can be heard 100 feet away.
Ouch! But isn't that gonna
Ow,
alert
that's loud.
the
It's only 100
Okay.
feet. It's not that big.
Okay, so what's the 2 hit and damage and stuff?
It's
Sorry.
a Constitution saving throw for 1d6.
These guys
On
suck at
failed.
those. Okay, 1 succeeds, 1 fails. So one takes 1d6, takes 3 damage. So Skitter's looking a little wounded, but he's a bit tougher, so he's fine. Okay, and it's okay. So you get hit once, and
Oh.
Does he die?
Man, I don't even know how to deal with characters having both advantage and disadvantage. Anyway,
Well, they're disadvantaged.
Wait, what? You can have both?
Rat's Tooth is not good at dual wielding, but he is dual wielding, but he has advantage against you because of pack tactics. So I have no idea. I just rolled a bunch. He crit you.
Oh, good.
He hit you with his main hand with a crit, and then he missed with his offhand. Anyway, so you take another 3 damage, and then you take.
That's enough to kill him, though.
Okay, Keith, you're unconscious.
Oh, he's unconscious.
Yeah.
Took 7 damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
For the most
I am
part, you guys
exactly
will only die
unconscious.
unless you do something really stupid, or
Oh, no.
or the whole party dies. So anyway, Keith is right out for a moment. Bips.
All right. And then I assume it's up to Bird.
Yeah. Bird and Shell, you guys have your actions.
Who goes first, though? Because I can just cast Cure Wounds on Keith.
You
Okay.
know what they say. 3rd time is charm.
So roll
Or
the
can
cure,
I just
Keith.
give him a potion?
That works too.
I'll just give him a potion.
Okay. Keith, you have 2 HP.
Wait.
That was bleak.
We have a terrible survival rate so far.
But you're up, and you, Bird, you get your action first.
God damn it.
You get 2, remember?
Oh.
Okay,
Yay.
you hit him. Roll damage. You're 2-handing too.
Is happy day.
Oh, if you have both advantage and disadvantage, they're canceled out. Good to know.
Yeah, that's more or less logical.
Okay, I'll do that in the future. This is kind of a starter round.
We're getting
Okay,
accustomed
so
to
you
things.
do 12 damage. Yeah. Okay, so you've spattered. He's like, you've knocked him through the wall. He's done.
Through the wall.
The wall
One
definitely had taken
punch.
some water damage, but yeah, there's not much left of him.
I am like One Punch Man.
Okay, so there's 2 left. Keith, you're looking
Except
pretty
it
bad.
took you 3
have-
punches.
you have one thing. You have an action, Keith,
Yep.
before they go again, and presumably knock you out with more stabs.
Oh man. I have less than incredible methods here. I'm just gonna stab him in the face.
Okay. Roll to stab in face. You get 2
Rolling to
rolls,
stab
remember?
in face. 2 rolls for what?
Fairy fire. They're lit up for you.
That leads to double attacks, or
That
at
gives
least
you
to
you have
advantage.
to
advantage. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a good
which one are
advantage.
you stabbing, by the way? Because you need to indicate.
The healthy
Top one. Okay, so the healthy one. Okay, so you obliterate this guy. He goes, like, flying backwards. You pretty much sent your pike straight through him, and then he just kept going. And
what is critting in this case? Is it, like, ×2?
You roll your damage twice, but pikes do 1d10 plus your strength, and I know your strength. You only had 6 HP, so yeah, he's dead.
Yeah,
so you get nice effects.
But I gotta roll it for
damage.
satisfaction.
Okay.
That wasn't great.
Yeah. I mean, you did twice his health and damage, so.
Okay. Now this is the last.
And then the last one is going to take a swing at Keith. Miss.
They don't have the crowd advantage anymore.
Yeah, no, he just swings his daggers at you uselessly.
Just doing a fun dance.
Yeah, so the thing is, he's dual wielding with both hands and he sucks at both, so yeah, this is not his day.
Also dual wielding dismembered hands that are holding daggers.
Great. Alright, Bird, it's your turn.
Really? I didn't get a turn.
Hey, did you heal them?
Oh, but so we were going
him.
around.
Oh, right. I forgot. Healing him was only one action. Okay. You can take a 5-foot step and attack if you want to. Or cast a spell or anything like that.
I will press my rapier against the goblin's throat. And I will attempt to negotiate now that he is the last member of his band standing.
Okay, roll to intimidate first.
Okay. And what kind of check is that?
You also have to tell me what you're saying.
All right. Well, I'm saying, you are numbered and your brethren have fallen. Tell us why we provoked you to attack, and also what business you have in these depths. And perhaps we will let you live if you aid us in our escape.
Okay. Roll your intimidate.
Okay. What do I have for
Well, if you don't have intimidate,
it's just a regular...
It's your charisma.
Charisma? Well, I have a lot of charisma.
Okay.
I'm the goddamn queen of charisma.
I got a 21.
Okay, he's scared and he drops his weapons.
Yay!
But then again, you just killed all of his friends, so doesn't surprise me too much. Okay, so he's like, what do you want to know? He's like, he's scared. You killed his friend.
Didn't I just state
blood
that
brothers.
in my long monologue? Oh well. How came you to this desolate realm of dank corpses and drudgery and...
Gorlar said go, and we went, and we were going, but we couldn't find anything. And then suddenly, big water just came, and it hit us, and then we woke up in the pond, and then then Jerry was dead, and Bill, and everybody
Surprisingly
was
plain
dead.
coupled names.
Interesting. Now, perhaps...
His name is Steve.
Perhaps...
Steve Skitter.
Steve, then. Perhaps you could enlighten me. My friend over there seems to have a personal vendetta against this Gorlar. Could you tell me more about your... Could you tell me more about your leader and why he sent you on your quest?
He wants the treasure. We've been going from kingdom to kingdom, looking for magic stuff and just finding stuff and fighting people, and he just wants more. I don't know what he's after. He doesn't tell me.
Who doesn't? I mean, the Tabaxi. Who else? Who does Keith serve again? I suppose we never asked.
He's just with his tribe.
The tribe. Yeah. And did you have long to investigate the area aside from what I can assume?
We just got here 10 minutes ago, maybe. Then you came in and just wham, bam, we're all dead. It's he is not having a good day. Clearly.
I do apologize. You see, my friend
Bird,
over there
from your vantage
merely
point, you can see a bunch of goblin corpses just floating in the
merely
lake behind you.
expressed distaste towards your leader, yet for some reason that provoked you in a violent manner. I do apologize that this is the outcome, but at least you may yet live.
Thanks. He is trembling. He is scared. He just fell into a big old hole, lost like 90% of his group, and then lost the rest of it soon after to some very angry-looking people who are now being very nice to him for some reason.
Okay. Well, I do have a potion to spare on you, but you must.
He's not wounded.
Oh, he isn't.
He
wounded?
got zapped. He's fine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Never
Nobody
mind.
actually attacked him.
Then
Just
he will
really
not receive a
whiny.
potion. You may accompany us to the surface, should we find a means
Or weren't we
to make
weren't
it
we
there.
gonna kill his leader or something?
Well, as an added bonus, perhaps you could take us to Gorlar.
I don't really care that much about Gorlar. It's just anybody that hates Gorlar probably hates Gorlar's minions. So,
No, I really
mean,
didn't have too much problem.
This is a really problematic assumption to make,
so
as you can see.
like, yeah, that doesn't sound like a bad idea, but I can't go back to Gorlar now either. So,
Oh, what do they say? It sucks to suck.
thanks. he goes back to crying.
Shh, now. I do apologize that we had to act in self-defense against your comrades, but
But they were
I suppose there's no real consoling the poor thing.
No, he doesn't seem particularly moved by your condolences.
All
But he
right.
is
Sorry
kind
for
of
killing
utilitarian.
friend.
He is kind of utilitarian. You seem to be convincing him. Mainly because the alternative is you stabbing the shit out of him with your rapier.
All right. Very well then.
So you
have
just-
you been able to investigate the upper levels?
No, not yet. We were trying to get through the door, but it's stuck.
Stuck,
And,
you said.
I mean, we ate the food. The food was bad. Like, really bad.
Then
don't eat the
perhaps that will
food.
be another job for you. You can be our taste tester.
Oh.
I'm I really do. I do joke. I jest. I do
Okay.
apologize.
You're going
That's
to
not-
joke now. You killed his
becoming
friend.
this like sad Elmo.
I mean, it kind
That's
of looks
fucked
like
up.
it. He's got the proportions.
I'm sorry, was this one a kobold or a goblin?
This is the goblin.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
true neutral alignment. Oh, Wander, you made my character sheet dead on.
I just said everything as everybody is neutral. I think
I
Keith
didn't
is
know I
neutral,
could
too.
be true neutral while a paladin.
Supposedly
But it
Tritons are
works.
supposed to be
Yeah,
lawful
so paladins don't actually aren't aligned to alignments anymore. It's oaths. So like you don't have to be good. You just have to kind of follow your tenants.
Oh, Bird's
Okay.
a paladin?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he's a
Duh.
paladin with an oath of vengeance.
Bugbear paladin, okay.
Yep.
good, but with an oath of vengeance.
Don't mind
Yes.
me
That
just
makes
being
sense.
racist over here.
Like I'm going to be talked down to by Scaly.
Not saying
Okay.
things out loud.
So I guess I'm gonna
Do
rotate
we have
him back to.
do we have resources, by the way, for this stuff? Because like I'm trying to look up stuff like my bite attack, and I literally can't find
It's
information
1 die
about
6
which
plus
one it
whatever your
is,
strength is.
or like what the rules are for how you can use it and stuff.
You can use
Alright,
it in place
let's,
of a regular attack.
Let's wrap up this conversation, then I'm gonna head out for the night.
Okay.
So I mean, he's joined your party mildly unwillingly.
we still
but-
have that rope.
Yeah, you got the rope.
What do
We
you
have
plan to do
rope.
with little kobold and rope?
He was a goblin.
It's a goblin. you killed the
asshole.
kobolds.
Kobold is better for accent. You are kobold now.
Okay.
Well, can't he say like goblin?
He goes over and he grabs Rat's Tooth headdress and then puts it on his own,
Oh,
kind of
man.
dejectedly.
Wait, how does that go?
You as my lover.
You now pet.
Uh-oh. What the?
You're not very fluffy though.
Oh.
I go over and pet him.
I had to turn this.
He,
you don't have it.
He's
connected
kind of
to-
fluffy, actually. I mean, he's damp, but like he's got he's got like kind of a light fur on him. All right, well that's it for session 1, which should be the midpoint for the Lake District section of this arc. I don't know, mini arc. So the whole first part of the campaign is going to be called Grave of Man, based on the fact that the party is currently stuck in a city filled with undead that is, well, yeah, grave. I don't know. I just like the name. Anyway, so that's going to be the midpoint. Hopefully they should be able to finish off the last of the puzzle and free themselves from the Lake District's clutches and move on to bigger and better things and deeper mysteries and so on and so forth. Like, who's the dude in the robes? Who's the other dude in the robes? Why is everybody dead? Why is it so wet down here? Why was that guy in the barrel? Yeah, that kind of stuff. Anyway, apart from that, so I guess I should probably get back into the nuts and bolts from the beginning of the episodes. So like I said, this podcast / D&D session / whatever you want to call it is going to be filmed every night live on Twitch and YouTube on my channel and Twitch on Bird's channel. So, youtube.com / user / Wanderbots, or twitch.tv / Wanderbot. Or if you want to watch on Bird's side, though it's going to be about the same thing, it's twitch.tv / birdcatcherlp. So that's where you can watch it live. It should be starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, US, East Coast. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and should go about 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours. Maybe it'll go longer, maybe it'll go shorter, and for the most part, we should be pretty consistent about it happening every single week. Scheduling is sometimes hard, but should be fine. And of course, if you don't manage to watch it live, the episode should be going up around Monday afternoons, Monday mornings, somewhere around there. It takes a little bit to edit and so on and so forth, but it'll be going up on my and Keith's channel, so youtube.com /user / Wanderbots and youtube.com /user / SebastianSB. And so should be pretty consistent about that, and then probably at within a day or two, it should be up on other surfaces, SoundCloud, maybe iTunes. I got to figure out if I can even get stuff up on iTunes, but definitely Google Play. And so if you guys want to watch it after the fact, those are where you can go, and I'll have links in the description of every video, and hopefully the podcast, the other rehosting places. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out, but most definitely it will be listed on the YouTube videos for everybody's convenience. And I guess the other thing would be branding is going to be a little bit weird here. We've got the name for the first arc, or at least I got the name for the first arc, Grave of Man, but that's not going to be the whole campaign. It's going to be a fair bit longer than that, so we're probably going to have to brand ourselves after the adventuring group or just D&D in general. I don't know. We'll figure that out. So expect some thumbnails are going to change around a bit. Titles are going to be a little bit different. Playlists. But it's still going to be there no matter what the name is. We're going to be doing it. It's going to be D&D, and it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. So I hope you guys are looking forward to the next session just as much as I am. We haven't filmed it yet, and I am stoked. So I guess with that, thanks everybody for watching, and tell your friends if they like D&D, or tell them if they don't. I don't know. Maybe they'll learn to love it. D&D is awesome. So I guess, yeah, like I was saying, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.